don't hear the music.
What did I tell you about being quiet during this?
Ah.
You won't hear the music, and everyone can hear us talking.
Ah, that's right.
Gap intact, master blind. I react, contact, snap, break your spine. Keep that bullshit, only take what's mine. Every line, every rhyme says a test of time. Niggas are lose and fake like cartoons. Buffoons and straight jokes like National Lampoons. A season change couldn't come too soon. Fake dudes make fake moves, clear the room. Beast mode, Chicago Rilla. West side reside with jacks with cap pillars. Pretty streets for keeps, got straight killers. Zombies roam the night like a scene from Thriller. You gotta do more to survive right here. Be the leader of the pack or slide back to the rear. While you spitting hot garbage deep inside the ear, I'm making it clear that bullshit is over, nigga. Your end is here. It's here. It's here. Yeah, it's here, nigga.
Welcome to Set Your Lineup with your host, Juan Valdivia.
Yay. We're back, and football's almost here. I hope everyone's doing well and dandy. Cody's making me host now, so you'll be hearing a lot of me doing this while he's pushing buttons and shit.
Yeah, it's because every week we have technical difficulties like we already have.
Yeah, so we got to drink tonight. Yeah.
No, but I'm making you host so I can deal with shit because this show is almost flawless.
No, yeah, it's almost flawless. Yeah, we're almost there. So, me and Cody were having a little production meeting earlier before the show, and we decided we had to touch on something first. I think, right?
Yeah,
what's going on?
it's pretty much. We are not a political show. We'll never be a political show. That is not what we are. This is here to talk football. That being said, some shit's going on in the world, and we're not just going to act like it doesn't exist. So we're sorry ahead of time if, our political views slip into the show because, there's no way not to talk about it. It's in the news, and we're going to talk about the news.
Yeah, and probably joking about some stuff, not major stuff, but we
I
talk
might
shit about a lot
call
of people.
Trump a bitch a couple times, talk about his girly flab and shit.
Yeah.
I also
yeah.
realized my green screen's not completely up. I'm going to go do that. Cover for me.
Oh yeah, no problem. But we do sympathize with what went on today with NFL teams. Protesting.
Yes, best
for,
show on Facebook.
they're protesting for Blake, and it was actually very kind of beautiful to watch. Something different from the NFL that I don't think you've seen from teams. It's pretty. It was cool, whole teams getting together and spending their airtime on the NFL Network. Like NFL Network, they have a 1 hour airtime of, for example, the Chargers training camp today out of their new stadium. So they had cameras there and everything, and they postponed their practice for NFL Network, and they let them all take speeches, and it was pretty cool. And then you started seeing it everywhere. It was cool to see. It was beautiful. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
A lot of unity.
Yeah, especially with what's going on with the NBA, canceling the actual playoffs, which, their league lost a shit ton of money because of COVID, and now, willing to do that once again. It's like I'm hoping. What the hell are you doing over there?
I was sharing our feed and something happened.
Anyways,
Forget.
but yeah, no, I'm hoping some positive change comes out of this because with everyone just like, well, we don't want you to loot and riot, just like, well, these people are going to do some nice peaceful stuff, but they have shit to say, and it's important to them. So come on, let's just listen for once and quit yelling at each other. Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm talking to you,
yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, we just need to hug, man. I don't know, but
Hey,
yeah.
Donuts is watching. Hi,
Oh, what's
Donuts.
up, donuts?
Donuts, you can call in at any time at 773-234-8684. I also think I might just really quick copy and paste the Zoom thing in the chats
Oh
because
yeah, do that.
yeah, I mean, why not?
I
We can
can't.
get some
I
people in
can't.
here.
I'm having technical difficulties, and I can't share the live feed for some reason.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about
It's
that,
stupid.
but
Technical difficulties.
always technical difficulties. Drink. So yeah, I'm just going to copy and paste that there and
Yeah. So
send that out to people. If you want to join, you can join.
yeah.
You can call us. You can join. Oh, you know what the fuck I forgot to do?
What? What'd you forget to do, Cody?
I forgot to actually turn on the Google Voice.
Oh, so what? There could have been people calling, or
I
nobody's
don't know. There
watching us?
could be someone calling. I'm going to quick do that real quick. Why don't you go into the first topic?
Okay. So let's see. We got this league that we're gonna put together right now for set your lineup. Pac-Man, right? He's in, right?
Mhm.
And
Adam.
Adam's in.
Yeah, see,
Automatically.
they're automatically are in because they've called
Yeah.
in so many times. It'd be mean to not
Yeah.
put them in. But
Yeah,
if
it's
you
like,
want to
you know-
get in, you can call
Yeah, if
now,
you
but
wanna
not
get
right
in.
now because I got get Google Voice going.
Yeah. So this is what we're doing. Me and Cody are putting $50 into the winner,
A piece, so it's
Uh,
$100
yeah.
total.
$100 total, and
And
don't
there's
have to pay
chances of winning
anything.
cucumbers because I have too many of them.
Yeah, Cody's got way too many cucumbers, and I love the pickles, but I ate like 2 or 3 jars of that in like 3 days. It was horrible for me. It was like to eat that many pickles. That was a lot of pickles. Anyways, all you gotta do is call us. If we like you, we'll invite you in. I don't know. We'll see, but you know, let us know you want to play, and you want to win the 100. I think it'd be fun. And we might give something else
Um,
away. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But as far as for rules, I think we're going to do a 12-team league, right? So there's only 12
Actually, I
spots.
made it a 10-team league, but we can go up to
10
12
team.
if we like 2 extra people.
Okay. So we got 6 more spots now, possibly 8. So I don't know. You can call anytime. But the league, I think it's standard, right? You got 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 quarterback. I think we got 2 flex spots.
It's ESPN standard scoring, except for we have a half point instead of a full point PPR because full point PPR is stupid. All right, that looks like that's working. All right, it looks like you can
Yeah.
call now at whatever the number is. I don't remember it.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Ugh.
So that's the league. Call us if you want to be in it.
Yeah,
And
the
Cody
number
picked
should
us,
be
so-
working now. I usually text. I usually have that set up ahead of time. This is like the first one of the first real one of this season. So this
Yeah.
is season 2 of Set Your Lineup. Looks like
It's another trial run. We got to kick the rust off the things, and I'm still learning how to use microphones, and
Yeah.
so that's where I'm at.
well, it looks like we got Adam and Vinny there. So if someone wants to
Oh, yeah?
test out the phone, they can.
I'm trying to do this still over here. Anyways, whatever.
Whatever.
So there's some news that I thought was interesting outside of what went on today and what's been going on, like on the dark side of things. Happy story. Alex Smith, bro. You know what? I reviewed one of our shows, and it was John Craig was on the show too, and all 3 of us said he is not going to play football this season. John Craig said he's not going to play football again ever. This he's on the field and he's playing. He's in training camp. Like, mad props. Like,
I remember that show. We were all in his corner because, I mean, I've already heard several NFL shows. It sounds like everyone's really rooting for him because that was a nasty leg thing.
Damn.
And it was like double-digit surgeries they did on his leg. So,
oh, dude, yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. So I'm glad he's back and doing it. I don't mind if the Bears would maybe take a little compensatory pick and get him over to the Bears, maybe.
yeah.
'Cause I thought they would. But
Is
anyways.
that your way of preemptively talking about we're going to do our training camp reports later. Is
Yeah.
that something you want to
Yeah,
talk
we'll
about
get-
later?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna deep dive into that battle and the rest of the Bears squads on training camps when we get to training camps in a little bit. To be honest, I didn't look at anything for the Lions for training camp because other than the last couple of days because it's good.
Yeah, everyone always discounts the Lions, and I'm hoping
Yep,
that your
yep.
Bears did that too because that's who we're playing week 1, and enough of you guys
Dude,
sleep on our
you're gonna get
training camp
smashed.
videos.
You're gonna get smashed, dude. You're gonna get smashed.
Yeah.
So there was that. So we got the Lions. We got that. Did you just notice how many players Philly has injured?
Yeah, there's a lot. Honestly, there's a lot of injuries. I wasn't
my
sure which
God.
ones you want to pick up because we have like a whole list of them.
Dude,
But
it's insane.
But the one I was specifically wanted to talk to you about for fantasy, if you saw the one I sent you back, was because Andre Dillard got injured today, who is their left tackle. He was their starting left tackle. They had a decent offensive line last year, but also Brandon Brooks also got injured. Both of those are out for this beginning of the year. So they just lost 2 of their starting offensive linemen. And Miles Sanders, I think, was injured too, right? Something I heard about that.
Miles Sanders has been dealing with shit, and they don't know.
Yeah, he's like week to week. I just looked that up, but
yeah.
So
And then Montgomery, but
well, we're gonna definitely get on Montgomery, but I just wanted to talk about that one real quick, where it's just like as far as fantasy goes, I don't know. That one sounds a little. I don't know. I don't know who to pick on that one because I don't trust it. I mean, the only really person I'm really looking for on the Eagles is Jalen Reagor, just because I had him on my Madden team last year before I'd even knew who he was, and I really liked him, and so I want to get him on teams. But with Alshon injured like he always is, and Deshaun Jackson can never stay on the field, I think Jalen Reagor is like the only person I really am interested on the Eagles. I'm not even that interested in Ertz. I feel like Ertz is going to go down a peg too.
Yeah, I don't know. They still got Steven Jackson, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just
Yeah.
Hate them anyway.
So the one you wanted to really talk about is David Montgomery's groin.
Yeah, his groin. 2 to 4 weeks or something like that is what people.
Uh-oh. Did we just lose you?
Other people saying it was week 3 or 4, good for a groin. And that's your.
Uh-oh. He's frozen. That's no good. Drummer? Uh-oh. Well, it looks like it's just me talking about, just as normal, it's just Cody Johnson talking to himself about David Montgomery's groin. This actually is bugging me. If someone wants to call in, we could talk about David Montgomery's groin. This is weird. But yeah, what I was going to talk to him about was who he would consider the backup. Maybe when he gets his shit together, come on Comcast, he would tell me that. But, now it is just me. Okay. Hey, guys. The host is gone. This is not the first time in Something Street Studios history that it's just me because of technical difficulties. Oh, wait, I see an M. That's apparently his job. Hey!
There we are. What happened there?
I don't know. You just went away. I did a horrible job covering. So the question to you is the backups right now. Tariq Cohen was already getting drafted for fantasy, mainly because of PPR. Him in a PPR league.
Yeah.
He was going to get his anyways.
I think you're gonna see a lot more Cordell Patterson with him trying to come back. I think they're gonna, because he's already in the running back room with the running backs.
Right.
And
but he was always more of a gadget. He would probably get more carries,
Yeah.
but he's like, they used to like him on more gadget plays.
Yeah, yes, but the fact that they're trying to put him into the running game more, like specifically, like he spends more than half of his time with the running backs units and then splits the other half with special teams and wide receiver spots. So I think that's kind of telling of how much they want to invest in him to be back there.
So,
I
as
think
a
that it was kinda
resident Bear
planned.
fan, what round would you draft Cordell Patterson in?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'd probably if he's in the maybe ninth, 10th round, I think he's a good pick. I think he might go earlier than that.
Really,
What do you
Cordell
think?
Patterson? I'm
Yeah.
gonna really quick. I'm gonna see if I can
I'm looking.
get.
I'm looking for him right now.
I was going to see what
see where they
the
have him.
Fantasy Pros rankings real quick are. Where he's going at. What are you looking up on? I'm on Fantasy Pros.
Me too.
Well, whoever can find him faster, because I'm assuming he's
All right,
down.
It's a race. God damn it.
Because I'm assuming he's going undrafted right now. This is
Well, yeah.
This is very interesting for the people at home. Dead air, dead air, dead air.
Hold on. It's coming.
I'm telling you, man. Like,
Damn,
I am
the
not
Bears
seeing
aren't
him.
even in the fucking 6th tier. I know, this is whack. What
I
the
am
hell's
not
going on?
seeing him
I don't like that.
anywhere.
Anyways, I think he's gonna be I think he's gonna be more effective than Tariq Cohen is this season. So that's why I would kind of almost draft him before I would draft Cohen. So that's where I'm at with Patterson for this season. I don't see Cohen making any kind of big impact. Everybody knows what he is now. And
okay. Here we go. So
he can run back stuff.
Real quick, he's going as wide receiver 124 right now. The best ranking out of anyone on there is wide receiver 81. Yeah.
So yeah, that's like what?
Yeah, he's not getting
11th
drafted,
round?
so you could pick him up off of waivers pretty much, it sounds like, in most leagues. Unless you're in Chicago leagues
Yeah.
like I am, and people don't let you do
Yeah.
shit like that. Well, it's
Right.
true, man. Like,
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. I don't know. So, I wanted to do a COVID update.
oh, here, real quick. I finally found it. His
Oh,
ranking,
you got it?
why you
You
couldn't
got
find it,
his
was
numbers?
382 is his ranking by.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
so, again, I don't think
Wow.
you have to
All right.
draft him, and you could still end up with him.
So, yeah, he's my super deep sleeper.
Yeah, that's seriously like waiver wire shit, dude.
Remember that.
As sooner
I'm gonna write that down.
the closer we get to the season, it might change. I have to ask you, just because I looked up the depth chart earlier. You know anything about Ryan Nall or Artavius
Uh-huh.
Pierce?
Yeah, Ryan Nall's cool. Like, he impressed people in camp. I think he signed up to practice squad for I think it's 2 years in a row. But he's a big little guy. Like, he's not super tall. He is big for his height. I could see him being like a short yardage, goal line back here and there if they keep him on the team.
Yeah.
But I don't see him as a huge special teams contributor either. He doesn't exactly have like max speed or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know. I think they might sign somebody out. I think before the end of the week, I think they might actually pick up another running back
Who do you
or
think?
make some kind of roster moves and do something like that. Who do I think?
Yeah.
No big names. I mean, honestly, I think they'll probably look at who's been cut from
Other.
undrafted free agents and whatnot, and
What do you think about
know,
Devontae
yeah,
Freeman?
and
I've seen his name thrown around.
possibly some older veterans.
What do you think of Devontae Freeman?
He would be ideal. He can be a good option. Like, he's good catching out of the backfield, and on top of that, he's got some strength to him. Like, you can use him at the
He's
goal
also
line.
available.
You can use him to. Yeah, he's available, so he would be a good option. Yeah, especially in a passing offense that they want to do. Yeah, where is he at? I mean, why isn't he on a team already?
Apparently,
you see
what
all
I
these
what I
negative things
looked
about
up,
him, but-
I was looking up shit earlier. He was offered by Seattle $4 million for a 1-year prove it contract, and he turned that down for
Really?
some unknown reason. He wants more money. He thinks he can get more money from someone. I
Really?
know. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he shouldn't be in that position. I think he hasn't turned that many heads. Like people haven't kept talking about him. He just comes up in conversation. He's not that great of a ball player to be doing that.
Mm-mm.
He
He
can
had some
be
good years.
depending on the offense or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did. But since then, it's been pretty average
He
at some
got
points, and
he got dumped for
lucky.
Gurley.
Yeah. Oh my God. And what mess is that going to be? They're
Spoiler
talking
alert:
15 to
we're bringing
25
that
carries.
up later in the show because I want to talk about Gurley.
Todd
Okay,
Gurley, yeah.
yeah. The next one I wanted to talk about in the news is when I was looking at shit. I'm always against people picking DSTs up early, but I'm not sure if you saw
Uh-huh.
this. That as of right now, Nick Bosa and D4 are both like injured, which do like two of their better players. And it's like all I wanted to say about this one is just like, for the love of God, people don't pick up DSTs so fucking early in drafts. You can usually do better if you pick up something later and just play waivers until you got a good team because it's never consistent. And then
Yeah.
if Nick Bosa and D Ford are already injured, you're probably fucking yourself over.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It's
Out of
sorry,
curiosity, you just sent me a text message and I don't know what the fuck that means.
glitchy. Sorry.
It says,
Glitchy.
I ate really guilt.
I meant to say you are really glitchy.
I'm glitchy?
Yeah, again, yeah.
Hmm.
Like it was before.
Well, someone needs to call in and tell me how it is. Maybe it's on your side because
Yeah.
you're the one who already had to restart your
Yeah.
computer a couple times.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm hearing. And yeah.
Hmm.
Stupid computers. I hate computers. So what we got next? COVID.
Well, you want to talk COVID? Talk COVID. I still had a couple more on the news thing, but if you want to talk COVID, we
Okay.
can talk COVID.
All right,
The last
you
one
want
I
me to
really
talk
want to
COVID?
talk about was the San Francisco wide receivers.
Uh-huh.
So Debo Samuel had surgery on the offseason, and a bunch of people started talking about Brandon Ayuk. Adam, thank you, Adam, for watching at home. He says it's fine as far as the stream goes, so everyone can hear me fine except for you.
Okay. Then it's me.
Sweet.
Hold on.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Whatever. What was I going to say? Okay, so Debo Samuel might be back for week 1. Brandon Ayuk right now has a mild hamstring. He's considered week to week. He may be back from week 1. This one I found really interesting was Tavon Austin has been getting first team reps. Way to go, Tavon Austin, for popping your name back in there. So what did they do today? Your boy Kevin White is now
Yeah. I really liked him coming out and being a Bear, but it's been injury after injury for that kid, man. It's oh my gosh. And I hope he does good, but I don't think he's worth a fantasy look if that's for sure.
No, I wasn't actually thinking. I just that's more of the that's more of the what do you think of it thing. I kind of like rooting for him now because he's been left for dead. He was a former first round pick,
Yeah.
and been just thrown to the trash heap. So just
No.
like
He just disappointed me a lot. That's
Yeah.
all. And I know it wasn't on him. I'm not angry at him. I'm just angry that his injuries hurt me during fantasy for so
Mhm.
long. It's not anything personal. I hope he does well.
Yeah,
But-
honestly, my biggest fantasy takeaway from all of this shit is suddenly Kittle, who is already going high. I am actually like considering I usually don't like to take a tight end early, but now I'm like, if Kittle was already
Yeah.
the number 1 target on that team, and now everyone else is complete shit.
Yeah.
The other
Or
one
it
is
could-
like the other name value person really on their team is Jordan Reed, who's also the tight end.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, it's he's the only one. It could go the total opposite way, and teams can zoom in and take him out like entirely of the game. So he could have a really bad year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's
It's true.
probably not going to be, a super, Sorry, I'm having brain farts today. I think I didn't eat food earlier. That's what it was. Yeah. Um. Yeah.
I'll try to cover for you. Moving
Hold on,
along.
yeah. Let me. Yeah.
Mike Williams has already fallen in drafts because of his whole shit. He's out for 2 to 4 weeks. I find that interesting. Mike Williams can actually be good, and
Yeah.
if he falls deep enough, he'll probably end up on my team because, like, that's someone who's going to be available now way after I pick
He's got-
everything.
He's got Tyrod Taylor, right?
Yeah, I don't think the
Yeah.
Chargers are going to be shit this year.
No. Yeah. And they got that other rookie, Justin Herbert, right?
Yeah.
Is that the other guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill
trust
has a
him.
minor hamstring thing. I only want to watch that because Tyreek Hill seems to always be handling some kind of injury, and
Yeah.
his superpower is being the fastest person in the world. I mean, not in the world,
Yeah.
but on the field. And if he's
Yeah.
not, I don't think he's going to be worth a draft pick because he's going high as
Yeah.
shit.
He reminds me of early. He reminds me of early Deshaun Jackson when Deshaun
Yeah.
Jackson was always hurt.
Well, it's
You know,
also
that's
the
what he
same
was
thing
kinda-
where he's just a super fast guy, and super fast guys always get hurt.
Yeah. Little guys like Tariq Cohen. I expected him to get hurt a lot.
Yeah, that eighth
Been-
grader is tough as shit.
Yeah, he's pretty tough for no guy.
Also, your boy Melvin Gordon, he's being held out for precautionary reasons.
Ooh, yes, I know. I don't like what's happening over there.
Yeah, I don't really trust. I don't really trust him. Like, people are drafting him like he's still on the Chargers with Philip Rivers.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't know how much they like, especially with Philip Lindsay already knows the coach, and Royce Freeman's still over there from prior years. I know they paid him, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I'd have a bad feeling about Melvin Gordon. I just don't. I don't think he's going to be an every down back. I just
No,
don't see it.
especially with Philip Lindsay there. Like
Mhm.
they're gonna at least split carries, and I think there's, he's still getting used to playing in that high climate and everything. Philip Lindsay's been there. He's not gonna be able to even play the way he normally plays. It's gonna take him a lot of time to adjust to the sea level there, and I think that's gonna take effect. I mean, maybe not as much, but I just think he's not gonna be as effective, especially early on in the season.
Mhm.
If Philip Lindsay gets hurt, then I think you look into it more, and you're more serious about him.
Mhm.
If you could get him in a late round, that sounds good too.
Yeah. Since we're on the subject, I'm just curious. Have you paid attention to Broncos training camp at all yet, or no?
Just a little bit here and there. Just because I have Melvin Gordon on a couple teams, so it's like they say 50-50 passing game, running game. I mean,
They are 100% hype right now, and that's why I was curious because
Yeah.
everything I'm seeing out of them, they think they're going to win the Super Bowl, and
God.
I'm suspicious of it, but it's getting to the point where it's like, oh shit, like Drew Lock's supposed to all of a sudden be like this great quarterback, and I'm like, wait, what?
That's bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit. There's a lot of talk about Noah Fant in Denver
Mhm.
right now.
And
they're
they also
saying he
drafted
looks
like 2
amazing.
rookies that I think both of them are dealing
Yeah.
with injuries, and
Yeah,
Cortland
but,
Sutton's still there, and I don't know. I just was wondering because I know that's your boy Fangio, and
Yeah, I love
apparently-
Fangio.
I don't know. Apparently,
kinda-
their defense is finally coming together, and I know he's a good
Yeah.
defensive coordinator. So I don't know. Just curious
Yeah,
if you had anything.
Yeah, I really wanted Fangio to stay, man. Like, he's awesome. Like, he was like old school badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like he wants to get at the quarterback. He wants to cause turnovers. Like last year he was here, was awesome. You know what I mean? But last year it was crap. It was horrible. It was stupid, and their defense is better than that. And yeah, I just didn't think he put players in the right position to create turnovers last year. So I'm definitely going to pick their defenses this year, though, in
Mhm.
fantasy. I think if I can get them like in 13, 14 round, I think I would go with picking the Bears D that high. I think they're going to have some awesome games where you'll get
Let's-
like 20 points.
Let's see what Fantasy Pros has to say. Defenses. Fantasy Pros is predicting your boys. They're taking them the seventh overall out of the defenses.
Mhm. And they get a late bye, so they can. Those defenses with those late buys, they kind of get a little rest right towards that last end bit of the season. So you
Well,
don't
it's
have to
also
worry
like if
about
your
them.
defense sucks and you actually don't mind switching out there, then you have a defense for a while. But if you got that mid-season opt out, you can do.
Yeah. Is there a mid-season opt-out? Did they
No,
do
I'm just
something
saying
like
is like, I think that DSTs are kind of bullshit in fantasy. When you got like when you hit on them good, but they barely ever is who the professionals are predicting. So like, I don't trust it ever. There's too many variables. There's too many things changing, and it's never consistent enough. Especially since DSTs really the only points are turnovers. Like, if you got a team making turnovers are not consistent enough. You can't. You can predict who's going to have a little bit more turnovers, but it's not a science.
Yeah, it's not a science, but like I mean, the specific defense is like peanut punch. Like he taught other players how to punch the ball. To people, like I mean, there's things like that. Like Fangio had weird ass shit like that.
All right, so
when he was here.
according to this, like San Francisco is the first defense off the board. They're going at like 153, and so compared to that, what did I say they were? Oh, so yeah, they're like 23 down from that. So apparently that just starts a run of all those, and it's just kind of that tier.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like picking defenses. That's like when I like that's one. You're only gonna pick one of them, like in a draft, and some people don't even do that.
I try not to do that, honestly.
Yeah,
I
like picking a defense.
I feel like with all the years that I've played, I've just done so much better if I'm not paying attention to the defense there, because at that, okay, for instance, I just hit this. Let me just pull this back out here. For instance, right around Chicago, you could get Justin Tucker. Okay, that's a little weird. Okay, apparently that's when people are getting kickers too.
He's a kicker. Fuck kickers. Fuck the kicker. I fucking hate kickers.
All right. Okay.
We need to
I guess
eliminate
we're.
I want to eliminate the kicker from fantasy football.
I mean,
Stupid.
we could talk about that right now, because you can call in at any time and you can join our fantasy football league. We have the Set Your Lineup Fantasy Football League, and you can win $100. That's $100 that you don't have to do shit for except for set a lineup every week. And I mean,
and
I
don't like giving money away either, but this is.
Well, I don't either, but I'm going to
so.
win this thing, so I'm not too worried about it. But if
You're
you
not
win,
winning
I mean, this
nothing.
is the
You're not winning
COVID
nothing.
year. This is the year that anything can happen. Players are going to get injured because they didn't have as much conditioning this year, and also they could just go up by COVID. So random shit's going to happen. All you have to do is call this number or jump in our Zoom, which the Zoom number was in our chat. You could totally win $100 from us. By doing nothing else but playing fantasy football, which you should be doing anyways. Because what else are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know. Yeah. I got a question for you. Who has a heart attack first, Drew Brees, or Tom Brady?
Drew Brees or Tom Brady? Drew Brees. Tom Brady is on some plant stuff.
Drew Brees. Oh, okay. Who would you pick for fantasy?
Geez, I hadn't really thought about that.
Without Patrick Mahomes or Lamar.
Are you just saying? Are you saying just between Brees and Brady? I hate to say it, but I actually think I would probably take Brady. And it's 100% based on the team. I know like Ronald Jones has been like moving up in like average draft position lately.
Yeah, he's moving up fast.
I don't really 100% think that they're going to set up the ground game. And then if you look at the targets that they have with Evans and Godwin and O.J. Howard and then Gronk, which I think, man, people are taking Gronk like he's Gronk. Motherfucker was just offered like a year or two. You guys are silly.
Yeah, and they're so deep though there, man. They got fucking everybody.
I just think that the targets are there. Michael Thomas, I think, is a better. For some reason, my green screen just got fucked up. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
You should do something real like this.
Screw you. It's been a
Yeah,
weird
no.
quarantine.
I'm surprised I didn't get yelled at by my wife for it, because it's in our living room downstairs.
Does she go down
the living
there?
room, yeah.
Does she go down there a lot or?
Yeah, it's the living room. Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
So
we're
the
back.
Projectors. I got the projector right there. We're back.
I have
We're
my
off.
green screen back again.
Oh. my God.
Only the important things, right?
Yeah, you got that Washington team.
Oh yeah, versus the
I
Lions.
can't believe they. I can't believe. Yeah, I can't believe they couldn't come with a good enough name fast enough. Is there a story
No, I
behind
think that was spiteful, but
Like-
yeah, they're no longer that. Honestly, good on
Are you
them. They
testing
should
the
have, but I
air?
think they were like, huh? I was pointed to the.
Were you testing the air?
No, I was pointing to that little
Oh.
offensive logo right there. I'm glad they.
Oh.
I'm glad. You know what? Good on you guys. But it
Oh,
just
yeah.
took long enough.
I-
But I
I
also
like-
think they were just
yeah.
like, fuck it. We're not changing our names.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways,
Might be
that's
cheaper for printing.
that's it for news because we just talked for a half hour. News.
And we'll totally still take calls. So call us, especially if you want 100.
Yeah, I'm
$100.
surprised there's no takers. Maybe
Fantasy
just no
League.
one's watching us. No, there's two people watching
Nobody
us.
watching us?
There's
Oh,
two people watching us. Hey, why
yeah.
don't you join our fantasy league? Unless you're Adam, we're already in our league.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, Lions training camp.
Oh,
Tell
wait,
me
I
about
thought
it,
you
Cody,
wanted to do
'cause I
something
don't
about
care about
COVID
the
was
Lions.
next.
Oh yeah, COVID. I forgot. So, I sent you a number earlier this week, but it wasn't very accurate.
Oh, well,
Um,
can I just say, based on this is a
yeah.
number you sent. It was 23,000 tests with
Yeah.
0 players testing positive. Only 6 positive tests by non-player personnel. Player and personnel are doing
Yeah.
a great job of controlling COVID so far. Super impressed. That's what
Yes.
you said in the show
Yes.
doc.
Yes. But I did not say there was a total of 58,397 tests that were done overall. So to only have 6 come out positive.
Mhm.
But then they had that whole thing the other day where 77 tests
Mhm.
came out false positive, which is kind of interesting that not one player has tested positive. It's odd to me because I expected a lot worse than 0, but that's what it is apparently. So I don't know. It's no sketchy to me. I don't know if I trust those numbers, but whatever. We'll see what
I don't
happens.
trust
It's-
any of these
there's gonna
numbers
be
anymore.
football.
There's some shady shit going on with these numbers nowadays.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's creepy, man.
I think they're at this point where it's just like, shh, you got COVID. No one cares. No one fucking cares. Just
Yeah,
go.
nobody cares. Nobody cares. Cover your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Get out. Hold on. Let me spray you with a fucking alcohol. Anyways, but yeah, that's COVID news. Like, there's no players, so we're gonna have football. It seems like everything's on track. So maybe that calms your worries about having a fantasy football season.
It
We'll
does
see
and
when
it
they start
doesn't.
playing.
Everything seems great right now, but things are going to fall apart very soon.
Yeah. And I still don't think they'll tell us.
I think this is going to be a fun year, though, because there's going to be so much frustration that it's going to be good for the show. Let's just put it that way. We're going to be here. We just
Yeah.
officially announced we're doing this every Thursday as long as we can, because I don't know about like
Yep.
Thanksgiving and shit. We probably
Yeah.
we might take
Maybe we'll do a Wednesday show for
yeah,
Thanksgiving.
I don't know.
Or,
We'll figure it out. But we're going to try to make this
Yeah.
as much as weekly as possible because we enjoy it.
yeah.
Oh, we now have 5 people watching, so welcome new people watching.
Welcome, new people.
So yeah, we just went through all of the news stuff. Where we are now on the show doc is we are going to talk a little bit more about the show league that you can join. So if you call now or join in the Zoom, which is in the chat, you can join our fantasy football league, which the prize for the winner is $100. There's no buy-in. You just win $100 for playing fantasy football. The catch is we're going to talk mad shit about your teams every week, and we have microphones, and I can mute you if you jump on here. So just know that's the
Yeah.
incentive. So we're pretty much paying you to mock
We're gonna be
you.
quizzing you.
Yes. Oh yeah, I'll totally
Yeah,
quiz people
yeah.
on their teams.
So you gotta take some shit.
We just got to.
I'll
We
quiz
also
you.
maybe we should have get some trivia questions for people if they actually try to join. Who has the most
Trivia?
passing
Like
who has the most passing yards in Bears history?
Fuck.
You know it. You
Hold
know
on,
you
let me
know
take
this
a
is
guess.
funny. That's why I love bringing it up. I've done this on the show like 4 times to you.
Oh my god.
Kids, this is why you don't smoke marijuana.
Give me one clue. One clue. I know this.
Smoking.
Come on. That's a clue.
Smoking Jay Cuddy, man.
One clue. Come on.
I just said his name.
Oh,
instead of-
passing.
When it did I say
I thought
passing?
you meant wide receiver.
Oh no, I don't know who has the most
yeah, I thought you said passing,
receptions.
Yeah.
Oh.
Me neither. Maybe Curtis Conway or something like that. Muhammad. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
Hussein
look
Muhammad,
that up.
I don't know. Whatever. But so I don't know. Did you study your Lions training camp? What's going on over there?
All right. Yes, I actually have been watching that pretty closely, and by watching that pretty closely, I mean looking what people are saying, because there's only like one real part of the day that reporters can look at. The thing that I find interesting the most,
Yeah.
originally I was going to say that the offense is going to be really, really, really good. Oh, hey, Donuts on
You think
the
so?
Donuts on the chat just gave us Brandon Marshall apparently has the most wide receiver yards, according to him. I'm not looking this up, just like everyone else on the internet. I just believe it is fact, man. Fucking Donuts said it has to be true.
Yeah.
Anyways, what I was going to say though is originally I was going to say that based on what I've seen so far, the Lions had a horrible defense last year, and I think they're going to do it again. And the offense looked actually really good before before Stafford went out, and there's going to be a lot of points there. I will say this: the defense is sounding like they're playing a little bit better. They've actually been doing some things that are all right. I still don't think they're a top 10 defense or anything like that, but if they're middle of the pack, the Lions could actually compete, because last year their defense was god awful. But with how good our offense is going to be, and like people are fucking sleeping on the Lions offense. I'm telling you, number one for fantasy, don't take any of our running backs unless they just fall to you. I think that's obvious. They're going to do a committee.
Yeah.
Everyone's all on DeAndre Swift right here, and I'm just going
Big committee.
Well, here's my biggest thing about DeAndre Swift, and no one I haven't heard anyone say this except for me. Watch what happened on Johnson's rookie year 3 years ago. That was the first year Patricia was there. All right, Kerryon Johnson was by far and still is the best running back on that. Well, before I haven't seen DeAndre Swift, he might be better, but like up until this point, Kerryon Johnson was the best running back on the team. He just keeps getting fucking injured. But that first season, it was pathetic. They had all sorts of guys. What was his name who used to be on the Patriots that they picked up? LeGarrette Blount. They kept running LeGarrette Blount over and over and over again for like 2-something yards a carry, and they would not put Kerryon Johnson in. So people keep drafting fucking DeAndre Swift just because he was picked up in the second round. Like they're just going to start him.
Yeah.
There hasn't been an offseason.
Yeah,
he's a rookie, and plus you're talking about a coach who has a history of sitting a running back rookie because he doesn't trust him yet. DeAndre Swift might be good at the end of the year, but if people are taking him where they're taking him, they're going to be disappointed because Kerryon Johnson's going to get carries. And they're going
the only rookie right now should be. Yeah, the only rookie anybody should be drafting right now is that kid in Kansas City, Clyde
Edwards-Helaire,
yeah. That's the only one that
he fell into a starting job. There's no way around that.
Yeah. And there's no battle there. McCoy's gone from there.
Oh, I totally missed this. Apparently, Donut's been in the waiting room. I don't know why that didn't show up over here. Oops. Sorry, Donuts. I have no idea how long you were there. Donuts!
Hey! What's up? That kid in Kansas City, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His hairdo is fucking
yeah, he's the only one.
You got this playing on there, and we're hearing the playback of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it.
Thank you.
Oh, I totally missed this. Apparently, Donut's been in the waiting room.
How long were you in the waiting room?
Just like less than 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
All
So
right.
yeah, sorry.
I tried to keep bouncing in. Like I couldn't the version of Facebook. Like couldn't look at all the comments, so I had to like open it up on a different thing and fucking scroll down and find it. It's like, what the fuck is that?
I thought I'm gonna put the Zoom link in there again, but like I thought that.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. I just had to. It took me like I kept trying to be like, yo, let me get that shit. But
Yeah.
that's it.
No.
We're good.
I thought
So
I-
I'm gonna be playing Madden, guys. It's coming out tonight. I got it 3 days early.
Ooh.
I always buy it early, so I don't know. I'll chime in, but you guys, it's your show, so.
Yeah, no, you can be.
And I just started like it's the way it goes.
No, cool. You got any thoughts about fantasy or anything? The questions?
I mean, I've been playing since I was like 14, so
Do,
I'll
do
chime
you
in.
want? Do you want to
It
join
was,
our
it
league?
wasn't Brandon Marshall. Actually, Matt Forte had more yards. There was a bunch of guys. It
Yeah.
was like some dude from back in the day. Alshon Jeffrey had more receiving yards than Marshall.
Really?
Yeah.
can't
Well, I was
remember.
just
think
going
he
off of what
played-
you said, so.
Yeah, this sounds intriguing. I don't know.
I looked it up
I
because I
guess,
really wanted to know.
to end what I was saying about the Lions training camp, Kenny Galladay is the number one person I would take if you're actually drafting off the Lions because he is by far the guy who's going to be targeted. Jones looks like he's falling off. Hawkinson's very interesting in the late rounds. I will talk about him later because we're going to talk about late round tight ends because holy shit, there's a lot of great stuff late in the draft in tight ends. I don't know why
Yeah,
people
a lot
are
of-
fucking wasting picks on people
Yeah.
like Gronk.
It's a lot of potential down there. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Almost won my league. I got second place last year, and I fucking took Waller right at the end last year.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
tight
that,
ends were garbage last year.
yeah,
I
that's
got him at-
actually helped. I had him in one of my leagues too because that's what you do. Pick up those late round
Yeah.
tight ends. Someone's going to snap.
Yeah, I picked up Noah Fant at some point.
Hmm.
It was right before he went on a little uproar towards the end of the season too. So he's another good tight end. That's
Yeah, he's going
Gonna be
late
there
too.
late.
He's like 12th or something overall, and people forget just how
Yeah.
good his end of his season was. And
yeah. So I'm not picking a tight end early. I'm chilling on that.
Adam says if you're playing Madden, you got to flip the camera around so we can see the see your Madden game in
Yeah.
the background.
Yeah.
Rather than see my ugly ass face, is that what you're saying?
No, that's
can
what
do
Adam
that.
says. He said ghetto Twitch.
I mean, my hairdo is definitely fucking on point right now.
Yeah, it's pretty gangster, man. I like that.
All right, so as the first one in here, do you want to join the official in the set your lineup fantasy league? All right.
Yeah.
I will send you the
Thumbs up.
invite in a message later. But yeah, it's just a 10-team half-point PPR league, basic.
I think that everyone should decide right now that like it should just be most points, winner takes off, it ends early, or most points and best record split in half, and then that way there's no fucking fighting about it. So,
Right.
that's just the way it is.
I'm more concerned about that in like leagues that we're betting on. This isn't a betting league. This is just a prize pool.
Yeah.
So yeah, whoever
Yeah.
has the best record with
Yeah.
most points for that we would give it. We're
Yeah.
not going to back out on that shit. This isn't a bet. This
Yeah.
is just a prize. So yeah, we're giving it to whoever
Yeah,
has the best
it's free-
record with the
free
most
entry.
points for. Yeah.
Well, I think you should do separately. You should do most points scored and the best record. It separates different.
Maybe we could do a best record like side prize or something.
I guess we could
I
split
got
the
some
money.
cool
Yeah.
stuff. Maybe it could be.
Put the money in half because sometimes you have the best record, but your team sucks. You just have the best matchups.
Oh no, I had one season I didn't make the playoffs in our keeper league, which my team was fucking amazing, and I had like hundreds of points more on the year than the next person underneath me, and I didn't make the playoffs because of bad luck. And I was just like, I think that's the only year I didn't make
I mean,
playoffs.
Usually pay out something to the like when I first started when you did transactions by hand, you made everyone paid $1 or $2 per transaction, and
Oh.
then that pool would go into whoever
That's
got
cool.
points for the season.
I like that a lot.
And then
That's a cool
all these
option.
other maybe, like weekly prizes, like most points scored in the week, you get $5 or something like that,
Mhm.
just to make it more fun especially in a year like this where like there might be 6 weeks maybe.
Right.
So
Yeah.
things like that I think are the best way to like a lot of people that haven't played fantasy football for 20 years like
Mhm.
myself. They're like, I just let it do its thing. And like, like there's a lot of really cool things you can do to make fun. And even like, especially when teams are like out of the playoffs already,
Mm-hmm.
and they can still win their money back on like the last 3 weeks
Mhm.
or last, 3 weeks of the season. They can get
How would
their,
you do that?
it makes it more competitive. And then the people aren't just sucking up all the best players that are left. And it just like makes it more interesting.
How would the plan of getting your money back go in the playoffs like scenario?
No, I'm talking about like weekly winners. So like,
Oh, okay.
where your season was already over, but you put together the best scoring team for the last 3 weeks, and there was a $5 fucking
Oh, okay.
bonus. You paid in 25, you got 15 back. It's not, you didn't like spend the whole year just fucking off. Is what I'm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Because
cool.
some people, I think I've heard that John the drummer is a really good at fantasy football, and that
Not in our league.
definitely never thrown in the towel before.
Oh
So
god. Yeah.
why
He had
do
some
that
bad
is-
years. He also
Yeah.
played me in the championship 2 years ago, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot about that. I saw our Facebook page had like the versus thing.
I'm epic for making really bad trades, like
Yeah, I
Todd
know.
Gurley when he was doing good. And
No,
a
you
couple
traded
other
him.
ones.
He had a down year. Then you traded me right before he snapped off. And it was like
Yeah.
practically for nothing. I think it was like for a 10th and 12th rounder and maybe something that
Yeah.
was like shitty.
Should I do an online head to head?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
I wonder if green mirror that. There's probably a way to do that. And I don't even have to fucking. That'd probably be less annoying, honestly.
What are you talking about?
He's going to
Like
try.
send my PlayStation to the computer.
Oh, you want to share your screen? Is that what you're
I'll
saying?
probably do that somehow. I don't know.
I mean, it could be fun. We can announce the game in the background.
Mhm.
So yeah, I guess
Or
that's
sign into the Zoom with your phone.
yeah, that's mostly what I wanted to say about the Lions camp. Did you want to do your Bears camp shit real quick?
Yeah, sure. Who cares who their quarterback is at this point?
I think a lot of people who are drafting right
honestly-
now do if they were actually going to. Actually,
no one's gonna.
no one's going to
Then,
draft them.
then you know what? I guarantee you at some point this season they're gonna try to trade for Alex Smith. I guarantee you at some point this season. If it goes past 6 games this season, they're gonna trade for Alex Smith before the trade.
Alex
deadline. I
Alex
think
Smith
so.
knowing his luck,
Because
he's going to come in.
Nobody's nobody's proven to be a quarterback. They're like 50-50. What the fuck is this 50-50 shit? No, this is bullshit. This is.
I
they
heard
both
last I
suck
saw
right now.
was
It's-
Foles is ahead
I don't
by
know.
an inch, which I don't even know what that fucking means.
Yeah, he's headed by edge, but apparently he can't throw the deep ball either, which is stupid. Or not that he can't, he hasn't.
He won't. He refuses.
So
he's
he's
holding.
super safe. Yeah, because he doesn't want to look bad or whatever. Like it's stupid. So I don't know. And then they added another kicker, Santos. That fucking Santos
Oh
kicker.
wow.
That popped up.
Huh?
Yeah, they
That's up
added
on our
another
screen.
Kicker, and it's
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there's that. Sorry, I just like bumped that, but I was trying to figure something out. I was like, oh, all right, I'll get out of that. Stop sharing.
yeah.
Well, that's good. So Johnny
I
Morris,
mean,
that was the
there's-
answer to
there's
earlier's question. Thank you.
With the wide receiver.
That Forte was over fucking Marshall too.
Yeah. Outside of that, defense, the Bears, man, there's all kinds of word about Quinn and Mac looking amazing next to each other.
I did
causing
see
all
that
kind of
they're the
havoc,
only
and
person.
I love that.
They're the only team that has more than 2 people over 90 on Pro Football Focus's rankings on their defensive line.
Yeah.
So. That's
Oh yeah, I
good.
haven't played it on Madden yet. I feel like the offense is not even gonna be. It's gonna be a joke, but defense, you just.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Like
I'll
you
be happy if they
you
just
said you've
don't
been
turn the
playing
ball
Madden
over.
for a while. Can I ask a quick Madden question? Do you ever agree with the rankings? Because I never do.
Not at the beginning of the season. They change them from week to week.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Yeah, they update. They got like a whole team for that shit.
yeah, like Lamar Jackson's 94. I pretty much exclusively use them. The Ravens, I use the Ravens, the Saints, and then this year I'll probably use the Cardinals once they get up a little bit. They'll play a couple
Yeah, they're going to
games.
definitely raise the Cardinals up.
Here's someone that I don't agree with. Marquise Brown is only rated at 80. That dude's a fucking stone cold killer.
What is his speed rated at though?
Oh, 97.
Okay, I was going to say it's like, so it's
Yeah,
just like
but-
hands or something.
I don't know. I can't understand why this dude he makes. I mean, that whole team dropped the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Their receivers dropped the ball that game against the against the Titans. They had that game. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't have won that game. They just gave it up.
Yeah, yeah, it was a rough one.
I don't know. I was really enjoying them last year. Sorry for the Madden break. Go back to training camp.
No, it's
John.
okay. So, the
Interrupt.
position, yeah,
Looks like
the position, like everyone, we had like 10 of them. The tight end, come in. Graham looked good. They're catching everything. Darnell Mooney
How many?
looks good.
Real quick, how many of those guys are going to keep? Because they're not counting them fast enough for me.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with Montgomery.
oh shit.
That's a big story. Oh, what the hell?
That's cool.
Oh, we're all right.
All right, I can actually make our heads bigger on the stream,
You can make my head bigger.
so you can actually see us.
All right.
I'm evening it
Okay.
out. There we go. Cool.
You're up
That
to
actually looks kind of fun.
What team you guys want me to be?
Obviously, the
Bears.
best team in football, the Jaguars.
Bears. The Bears.
Should I be the Bears? I'll play those
Bears.
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 How about it? Wait, go back to the Jaguars. I saw you just passed them. I want to see what their rankings are because I think the Jaguars are going to be a hot piece of trash
Oh,
this
yeah,
year. Yeah, that's about where they should be.
W-
They're
when
like
you
the Jets last year.
Oh, Jets,
when you go-
man. Jets are appropriate too. Oh man. I feel so bad about the Jets this year. Like they're going to be garbage,
Terrible.
and Gase should never have had this job. But like the moves they've been making, and I don't know, man. Jets are
He's
just
got
garbage.
Ravens are my sneaky pick. for
You
this
should
year.
pick the Bears and see who they got at starting quarterback. Maybe Madden was able to
Here's a
predict
duck.
that.
I'll give him a duck shot.
But yeah, other than Montgomery, that's all my news.
Hold on, I'm gonna clean
Or-
this.
Bears training camp.
Well, I mean, so you haven't heard anything like maybe like everyone knows Robinson's great to pick. I
Yeah,
don't care
he's
who
been
wins,
in and out.
but like
He's
I'm,
day to day.
but as far as the other wide receivers, like Ridley, are you hearing anything about him?
Ridley's looking good. Darnell Mooney, their rookie running back that they drafted, has actually been looking really good. He's been playing with the second team,
Mhm.
so he's moving up real fast. And Javon Wims has been showing signs, but he hasn't been consistent. So
So
that's what they got.
outside of Robinson, though, is there any wide receivers I should be looking at?
Anthony Miller. Anthony Miller could be a really great option. He doesn't have Taylor Gabriel there anymore.
Mhm.
So he could be a good third wide receiver on a fantasy team, maybe. You could throw him in your flex every once in a while, depending on the matchups.
Mhm.
But yeah, Anthony Miller's, somebody to look at. I wouldn't look at anybody else there, fantasy wise, other than Allen, like for sure. Other than tight ends, their tight ends I think could be boom or bust. I think Komet's more boom.
Mhm.
But yeah, catching the ball, nobody for the Bears other than Allen.
Oh, by the
Bro, I
But-
literally-
by the way,
Yeah.
Pac-Man's on now. Hi, Pac-Man. Pac-Man
he?
should join in too.
On video?
No, he's on the thing. He said, "Thanks, donuts." I want Pac-Man to get on here because I have a Pac-Man drop for him now.
Nice.
I just need to. I need him to come on so I can use that.
The Homer donuts. Donut.
I could get you a drop. This is your only the second time being on the show, so you have to be like. I think I would say 90% of our shows at some time Pac-Man comes on if for nothing else to just do a shot with us and then go back to whatever the fuck he's doing. So
Yeah.
he's a regular. He
Yeah.
gets drops.
He always has his background full blast. It's
Mhm.
great. It's awesome stuff. So I don't know, Cody. I had this weird idea to throw some a segment for it's called Up Downside,
Okay.
and I'm kind of like it's quick, just a little up or down on a couple positions, wide receiver, running back, whatnot.
So
I'm
is
gonna
this
give you one.
you mentioned this, is this going off of like a trend on like a specific site? Like is this going off
No.
a draft position, or
Well,
you're
I
saying that
guess
these are people are trending
no.
for you?
These are guys that training for me, but obviously, I use Fantasy Pros to research stuff, and
Hmm.
I'm kind of winging a pick on who can have higher upside than what they're actually portraying
Right.
on some of the sites, where they can be ranked at and whatnot, their value. Um, so I'm going to start with some wide receivers. I want to hear what you think as well, guys. Henry Ruggs.
Ooh.
Um,
Dropped it.
uh, he's going to be starting at the slot position for the Raiders. And Carr does not throw the ball deep very often. He's not a good deep ball guy.
Yeah, this guy's got me. Uh-oh.
They're probably going to throw 70 to 100 times to the slot this year for just Henry Ruggs, sorry.
Hmm.
He's got big upside. He's going to be checked down all the time. Josh Jacob is not going to be catching the ball as much as they say they are, so I think they're going to go to all him. What do you think about Henry Ruggs? I've got him going up, and I think
So,
he's a good sleeper.
so honestly, I have not been paying close attention to the words coming out of the Raiders training camp specifically, but like the reason I haven't really been going after him, interception it looks like.
Bilal Nichols.
But the main reason I've been low on him is, number one, I'm low on every single rookie with my theory that there's less training camp and people are just not going to necessarily be up to speed.
Oh.
Just because of the COVID shit. But on top of that, it's just like, if you look at who was getting targets last year, a lot of those targets were still there. And like they picked up Ruggs because like they had a really bad wide receiver core last year because they thought at the beginning of the year that Antonio Brown was going to remember that. But I do feel like, was it Renfro? I think that he's
Hunter?
Yeah, I think that he's still going to get his targets, and Andrews was getting his. Oh, someone's actually calling in.
Oh, shit.
Where is that? Hey, you're on Set Your Lineup. Who's this?
Yeah, I guess it's time for shots then.
Hey, it's Pac-Man.
What's up, Pac-Man?
What up, son?
By the way,
Nice.
I didn't get to set this up earlier, so can you hear the drop or no? Because we do have a Pac-Man drop.
Yeah, I did hear it.
Nice.
Awesome. How you been, man?
What up, bro? I was just watching you guys, and so you guys called my name out, so I said, well, I guess I got to call and do a shot with him.
Yeah. Of course, I will do a shot. I specifically.
I have to go get mine. I'll be right back.
We can
One
cover
second.
for you.
I got to get mine.
I got to get mine too, so there you go.
Yeah. I appreciate you calling in because you are in the league already, and
Yeah.
Oh, I should have put Tariq Cohen in.
Yeah, I saw that you sent me the message. Like, well, I guess I got to sign up now.
yeah. It's I mean, I feel like it's dumb not to. It's $100 that, I mean,
Yeah, why
if
not?
you lose,
Fuck
you
that.
lose, but $100, $100.
Oh, get
And
your nose.
plus, it's not like I'm doing anything else, so fuck it.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're still
Hi, buddy.
unemployed or something, or
Yeah, I'm still holding.
yeah.
Still holding.
This is my last week of unemployment. I apparently go back to work next week, Monday. So
Yay.
I don't know.
Are you excited?
It's bittersweet, like.
Wait, Symphony?
No, it's like, this is good to have my job back, but it's like I was kind of enjoying being unemployed for so long, to be honest with you.
I've been going on my goddamn mind.
Yeah,
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Are we all ready?
I am ready.
Sorry.
I am ready.
Oh, wait.
You ready,
no, I
Jonas?
didn't-
All right, guys. I'm gonna. I would like to say a cheers that it's only 2 weeks till football, unless something tragic happens, which is 2020, so you know it might.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen. Hopefully, nothing happens because going through so much shit already.
Oh, that was a dot.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Good job, Trubisky.
So,
Yeah, you
Cody.
gotta make that flow.
I feel like we might say that a lot in 2 weeks.
This guy's good, and he is pissed right now because I just fucking marched on the field on it.
Oh, I keep missing shit like this, man. Apparently, Adam's been waiting in my waiting room. Hey, there he is. I feel like
Hey.
Adam heard shots or something like that. You're like, wait a minute.
I did. That's exactly why I called him.
Why is everyone just waiting around for shot time on this? This is a fantasy show. We talk about serious fantasy outlooks. I have
Yeah,
I'm,
I
I'm
have
doing,
notes.
Yes,
I'm
what are you
going to be
drinking?
doing construction on my basement,
Wait,
so
wait,
I
wait.
can't.
Where are you doing
Where
shots
you-
of?
I'm doing Evan Williams, unofficial sponsor of the
Oh.
show. We our
I
other
thought it was Ultros.
yeah, well, that's our official sponsor. The show is also brought to you by Estrella Negra. Estrella Negra.
Yeah.
Great food on Fullerton and Western. Go check it out and go, hey Otto, I watched Set Your Lineup. They told you had empanadas here.
Yeah. No, I like his drinks.
Yeah.
He's got some fancy little
But
drinks
my
over there.
unofficial sponsor is Evan Williams. Evan Williams, I've been unemployed for 6 months. Don't judge me.
I gotta get this
Nice.
touchdown. I can go get a shot. I can get in this, but I gotta get this touchdown first.
Oh, come on.
So we now
Oh,
I'm at the 2 yard line, 3 yard line.
I
It's
think I think we have to eject him from our league. I don't know.
I'm treated.
So Adam, what are you doing with your basement? You guys said you were redoing your basement.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, we're going to be finishing it, so I want to have a area where we can do some actual legit D&D at.
Oh wait, we're going to
Nice.
bring D&D back.
Like drywalling and stuff?
I mean, like eventually, like I'm assuming before the world ends, we'll
I wish
play
I had
another game or two.
Well, see, the thing I thought is like as soon as COVID really started taking off, I thought, well, you have a newborn, you weren't going to let our scummy butts back in your house again until that kid's at least 5.
yeah.
No, I don't think. Honestly, like we started seeing family and stuff. And, like, as long as you're not like spitting in each other's mouths and shit. Like,
Wait, your family doesn't do that? That's like a pastime in my family.
oh well, then you're gonna get COVID.
I thought it was just a Mexican thing.
Right? I was about to say, wait a minute.
That's America's
supposed to do
apple
that.
pie. Apple pie and spitting in each other's
I'm-
mouths. Oh,
Yeah,
Knob
I'm drinking
Creek. Oh, look at this
Knob
fancy
Creek.
guy.
Ah, look at you.
Isa got it for me for my birthday. So,
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
by the way, Cody, congratulations on the wedding.
Oh, yeah, this is
Yeah.
my first show
Yeah,
since
Cody.
Oh,
I...
that's right. And congratulations.
Thank you.
For being a married man.
I'm married
There's no
now.
drink.
Fuck,
for,
Sorry,
uh,
how can I
ladies.
forget
no
that?
drink.
Sorry, ladies. TikTok is locked down.
Sorry, ladies, if you were really interested in a guy who just sits around in a room doing shows about fantasy football and fantasy D&D and shit like that.
He is.
Editing all the time.
So all the Johnsons are locked
Oh,
down
Four
now.
Roses.
Oh no!
Why is everyone
That's
got
a
good shit?
one.
Everyone's got good
Well,
shit
that's a
except
good
for
one.
me.
I got Jack. That's not like the greatest, but it's
Yeah,
good.
it's-
It's okay.
It's not bottom shelf.
It is fucking
Yeah, I
big,
got
though.
Tullamore too.
Yeah, see? Yeah,
a big
everyone's
one.
name branding it.
Damn. Who's not an official sponsor?
All right, guys, you want to do this?
Yeah.
There we go. Ready?
To Cody getting married.
I thought we did this. All
There you
right,
go.
again.
There.
Hey,
Cheers.
Fuck the Packers.
Cheers.
Oh, and
Cheers.
fuck the
Fuck the
What a
Packers.
good guy. What an asshole.
Exactly.
So, Adam, if you had the first pick in our draft, who are you picking?
Who had the first pick?
No, if he does. we haven't
Honestly,
said
guys,
anything.
Oh, okay.
honestly,
So what the fuck is already started? Like, goddamn, I just set it up today.
The fucking guy on the Ravens.
Lamar?
Yeah.
You would go quarterback, number
I'm
one?
glad you're in this league.
Yep.
Drafted in the
Oh.
15th round, almost won my league.
I mean, I don't know. He's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
but take quarterback.
I'll be honest, I haven't watched a single
Don't take
thing
quarterback.
related to sports.
It's always a bad idea.
Yeah. No, Donuts is right.
Yeah.
We preach don't
Yeah.
get quarterbacks that early.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
first pick
Definitely not the first pick.
overall.
Yeah.
Like, there's lots of quarterbacks.
You learn. You've got a lot to learn.
Yeah, I gotta start watching football again. I've been listening about baseball right now.
Well,
so.
I actually think this season's been super weird because usually in preseasons of the past, there's been preseason games where like I actually get some information from. Like
Yeah,
now it's
I
just
know.
like
Right.
you just got a couple beat
Right.
reporters who are just like, yeah, I
The-
swear
the-
someone looked good. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm, I'm not there.
Yeah, the first couple
Yeah,
weeks
I
of
have
football are
no
going to be
idea.
sloppy.
Yep.
Like, they're going to be so sloppy and horrible.
I
It's
think
gonna
there's
be
going to be a lot of
turnovers like
injuries
crazy.
this year. I think that people they didn't have as much conditioning. I think there's going to be more injuries.
I
Definitely.
definitely think there's. That's for sure.
Maybe I need to add an IR slot to our league.
Hey, Donuts, you picking McCaffrey first pick?
Yeah, McCaffrey. I could see, a change of heart in going Barkley, but I just don't trust that they're going to have a good offense or even a good defense to like.
I have that problem with both Saquon and McCaffrey. Is I actually think that Carolina's new coach, new system, all this stuff, new quarterback. I don't think they're going to be as good of a team this year in a lot of ways. And I don't think anything against McCaffrey or Barkley. I think both their teams are going to suck a little bit, and I almost think that the Giants might have a better offense.
Right.
Yeah, I think the Giants are going to be better than
I think, I would
the
agree.
prize. Yeah, I think.
From
I
last
think
year, yeah,
Barkley's
definitely would
gonna
think,
be
but
challenging
we'll
for that
see.
number one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ooh.
I know you guys said you haven't been paying attention much, but I've just started doing some mock drafts, and what I have learned in the first round is the first three running backs I am cool with. So like the first three that rank, McCaffrey, Saquon, and fucking Dallas, Ezekiel Elliott, and then everyone else in the first round, I'm like immediately like, oh, I got a problem with all of them, and I like. If you don't take one of them, you get fucked over on running backs real fast in the draft. So you kind of are forced to go into it. But I find a hard time not taking Michael Thomas immediately just because I feel like Michael Thomas is just guaranteed points.
For extra fucking
I think Ezekiel is going to have
hell of a
a
year.
down. No, I think he's going to have a down year.
I do have a decent year from going down from last year.
Yeah.
Dude. They're still gonna give him the rock, and he can play. Now he can catch.
Yeah, but you got a passing game that focuses on wide receivers and tight ends.
I know, but he's
that's
still
being installed there. It's not really running back catch happy.
I don't know.
Does
I
anybody
think
else have
Ezekiel
a-
Elliott he's guaranteeing touches. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
He might not finish number one, but
Yeah.
he won't.
He's the worst dude in the NFL, and they just make excuses for him all the time.
Well, that's the Dallas way.
Like we can that he's a scumbag, and he's so good they make excuses for him. So
Does
Yeah,
anybody else
uh,
think the season's going to be cut short?
Oh yeah, we've been saying that for every episode since.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the last
yeah.
one we did.
How about
what you guys
this?
did.
How about
Yeah.
this? What do you think? It's going to be either political unrest or it's going to be the virus?
I think it's gonna be
Oh,
both.
Yeah,
I think it's both. Definitely both.
it definitely could be
Yeah.
either, but like I don't feel like they'd cancel the whole season on the protest.
basically all till the end of time.
Yeah, they're
I
going
think
to be
they would. I
protesting,
think
but
they
like
would
I feel like
delay it.
yeah, I feel like they might take a week or two off, but eventually they're just
Yeah.
going to be like, yeah, what are we doing?
Yeah. They could
Well,
start
the
throwing
NBA
games
took a
to-
night off, and then they were like, "Hey, you guys have contracts to fulfill," and suddenly everybody decided to play.
I thought that was cool
But
though.
I don't
man.
know.
I think that is cool because like everyone
was
keeps
better.
giving people all the other guys protest and shit like, like why is there violence and looting and stuff like that? It's just like why don't you guys just do something peaceful? And then they do something like that, like we're going to take a knife off from the NBA. It's like you assholes, and it's like, well, what do you want? They're using their platform for something they all believe
Yeah.
in. Like fuck
Yeah.
you.
And,
Like, what
and
are
they're
you
in a fucking
supposed to do?
What
bubble.
did not playing really do? What
I talked
what
to
did
this
not?
guy at the bar today that he was like, man, I wasn't really paying attention. Then all of a sudden, sports stopped, and I was like, wow, this affects me. I was like, wow, you are. Sports stop.
I think that's funny
Like, it
because
was a
sports
nice-
is not important at all.
Dude, I
No.
haven't watched
Dude, like,
anything sports related since like
There were no
January.
sports on, so I put Boys on the Hood on TV, and like no one's even really noticing, and me and him are just going on and on about this whole thing, and I'm like talking about it, and then a group of 3 lovely black ladies come in too, and they fucking come hang on. They see that I'm playing this, and I'm fucking talking, and like it was like I was tortured by going to work today, bro. I like did not want to I just wanted to keep dwelling on all the shit that's going on.
Mhm.
And it ended up being a pretty good day. You know, there wasn't because our clientele, they're all fucking rich white people in River North, bro. I'm sorry. Like, if you're one of those people that are watching, because there's only like us, but
There's 3 people
fuck.
watching. I don't know who they are. Hi, people who are
Where-
watching.
Where do you work? Where are you working at, Vinny?
He works at Bernie's.
That's 14-0, bro. 14-0. No, you weren't supposed to
Bernie's?
say where. Don't say where I'm
Oh,
working.
he works at.
Oh,
No, no, no,
sorry.
no, no.
No.
You can't rewind this show. It's weird. We have a special thing. You can't rewind this show. Sorry, man. I didn't know that was privileged information.
It's
Yeah.
not. But I was talking shit, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. You didn't say anything inflammatory.
No. So Cody, who are you picking with your first pick if you had it?
Honestly,
You
I've been
can't
going
pick-
back
okay.
and forth on that. There is actually, I have a lot of. I feel like Christian McCaffrey, no matter what, is a safe bet at number 1, so I might go with that. But I just have a bad feeling about their offense this year. It is not anything on
Mhm.
McCaffrey's talent.
I
There's
think
par-
I would actually skip the 3,
Mhm.
and if I was picking like 4 or something, I'd definitely go Henry. I think he's the only running back that's gonna have a better season than he had last year.
I do.
I don't know.
I do
You don't
not
think
want
so?
Henry at all. I will take him if he drops to me in the first round.
No?
But dude,
Really?
you've been burned by
many
Henry
carries.
yourself before, man. He had an amazing
Yeah,
end to
you're right.
last year, but think about the rest of
You're
his
right.
career. Like everyone acts like he's got this long history. No, everyone since he's came out of college is like he's going to be good one day. He's going to be good one day. He's going to be good one day. And then you had like a historically awesome end of a season. Everyone's like, "See, I told you he's the best running back ever. Let's pay him a bunch of money." I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
trust people who have such a long history of not being that good and then just like you had a
I-
hot streak.
I
There's
ju-
been so many hot
yeah,
streaks. Like this is
I
your
think they just
remember
figured
when you,
out how
like,
to use them.
did remember how like this is how you felt about Darren McFadden back in the day, where all of a sudden Darren McFadden
Yeah.
proved you right after all these years of doing it wrong, and then you're just like
Yeah.
Darren McFadden, man, this guy right here, and then yeah,
Yeah, that one hurt quite a bit. Yeah. But I don't know. I just think they figured out how to use Derrick Henry.
Mhm.
Like he was successful a lot of the time in all of his games, dude. Like it wasn't like he had shitty games. They were all decent games,
yeah,
and he had great ones, running over people left and right. Like, you know, I can't imagine. I think he fucking loves feeling like. I think he's gonna have a monster season. He's gonna crush the rushing record. Honestly,
All right, I gotta run, guys.
All right, well,
Alright.
thanks for coming on the show.
dude.
I need a
All right,
Adam,
homie.
I need an Adam drop because I don't have one of those yet. What do you guys?
Guys, I hate to say it, but
Is he a baby
Adam,
crying, I guess?
every guy, dude, fuck Mike Ditka right now, dude. The shit he said was so backwards that he can go suck it, dude.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I haven't heard what Mike Ditka
Wait.
said. I want to hear of this now.
Oh,
it up, man.
Oh, I don't know what he said.
Cut him from the team if they kneeled, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. At this
Fuck
point,
yeah.
I think we're
He
beyond
was-
that. We're past
He was
that.
Oh.
very
Yeah.
Well, I like to imagine
He's out of touch.
Mike-
you don't need a fucking
like
Mike.
1986 Ditka. That's
Yeah.
the Ditka I have in my heart at all times.
I feel like you feel the same
I'm
way
gonna-
about
I'm gonna
Ditka as
show
I.
you. Some,
Asking for fun.
Okay. Can I say
What?
something real quick? Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I feel like the way you feel about Ditka is the same way I feel about Chuck Norris. That I just wish we could remember 1986 Chuck Norris, not the like alt-right modern Chuck Norris. Because yeah, that's-
Exactly. That's exactly
yeah, that's
who.
weird.
That's the only Ditka that I have in my mind is 1986 Ditka or 85
Got a
Ditka.
lot of dick in your mind.
You have dick in your mind? What?
I feel like that's gonna be my next.
Sorry.
That's a good fantasy name. Got Ditka on my mind.
Dick on my mind. That is
My,
a funny one.
well,
I
my
like that a
name,
lot.
my name for the league is the Big Ditka. So
Okay, nice. I like that.
All right. Cool.
All right, guys.
All right, get
I'll
back
talk
to
you
work.
later.
All right.
Later, buddy.
I see you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Welcome to the league. So yeah. All right.
Can't believe I let up that touchdown. Fucking
Oh, me neither. Hey, Cody,
Yeah.
what do you think about OJ Howard or Gronkowski this year?
Honestly,
one of 'em.
I know this is not popular opinion. I like OJ Howard better.
Me too. And you were like the Gronkowski king for a while. You and
Yeah, that's
what's
why.
his-
But
Seven.
okay, so how long has Taco Squad been going on? That's been like at least like 7 seasons or something like that.
Yeah.
I picked him
seven
up
seasons.
in his prime during like that 7 seasons ago. I had
Yeah.
him the whole time until he retired. I saw his body
Yeah.
fall apart, and I know he's had a couple years to heal up and stuff, but like I've had injuries, I've had shoulder surgery. I don't feel the same. It's not like you're just magically don't have those and a couple of years older and shit. Like, I know that Brady's going to target him. He's going to steal a bunch of, like, I think if anything, Gronkowski just hurts every other player on Tampa Bay right now. He's going to be great for, red zone.
touchdown.
Yeah, like red zone shit where, anywhere.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be running any slant routes. I don't think they're going to put him in that kind of position. I think that's going to be OJ
I
Howard.
don't think he's on 50% of the snaps, to be honest. Like, I think OJ
Yeah,
Howard at this
yeah,
point is a
exactly.
better blocker and still actually more athletic at this point in their career.
Yeah.
Like, Arian's going to see that. Arian's going to be like, hey, look at the athletic guy. Why don't we just play that guy a little bit more? And, if you want to throw to a tight end, you can throw to him.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, oh, excuse me. Sorry. I'm looking at the Titans. I was looking for Tampa. God damn it.
Get a glass of water,
There it
man.
is.
You got to drink some water. Hydrate. It's important for, like, this is an endurance thing
Yeah.
he shows.
So they also have Cameron Drake or Cameron Brake on their squad, who was recently relevant in fantasy, kind of like he was. Used to be
he's a good
top
tight
10
end.
player.
I don't know. That's why,
He's
like,
also on their fucking roster.
I think
What if they fucking have 3 fucking tight end sets with these giant motherfuckers, and like I don't know. I think they're gonna be a giant offense. Like everybody's big. I think that's what they're aiming for, just to overpower.
Well, that's when you asked me earlier why I'd take Brady over Breeze, because I actually do think that Brady's talent is falling apart, but he has so many weapons. I can't remember a time he's had this many weapons. So
it's hard. It's hard for him not to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another guy I had.
Fucker.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
hate the guy all you want, but it's just the truth. I mean, I hate Aaron Rodgers, but like I'll talk to truth about him. Which the truth about him this year is they didn't draft a wide receiver, so
No, yeah.
good job.
You know who does scare me though?
Who?
AJ Dillon. Green Bay running back.
Oh, that was
Have
that
you
big
seen
looking
that kid,
motherfucker.
man?
Yeah, I did see that. I was
That
like,
kid's fucking scary looking, man. He's fucking big, bro. Like, oh my god, like he's gonna fuck some linemen up, like for
Yeah.
real. So I'm kind of scared because I think he's gonna run over some motherfuckers on the Bears.
mhm.
I don't know.
I like every year right now am completely low on the Packers, and I think that is wishful thinking because
Yeah.
I always think the Packers are going to suck even if they don't.
I mean, they're not in horrible, but they could be better. Obviously, they didn't draft a quarterback. They got Alan Lazard there, who showed signs late last year.
Dude, I don't.
With
They're
Devontae Adams.
outside of Devontae Adams. Their wide receiver core's mediocre at best. They got a good.
Yeah.
They got a good quarterback who makes wide receivers look better. But man, like,
Yeah.
I've been seeing what people are saying, like Equiminius St. Brown and all this. Like, ooh, he's looking better.
Yeah.
No, they should have drafted
know.
a wide receiver. They needed to get another wide receiver in.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Everyone's surprised they didn't. There's not one person who said they shouldn't pick a wide receiver.
There was
when
actually
they
some
pick
good wide
quarterback.
receivers in this draft. Everything I've been seeing of
Yeah, it was
tape
deep.
since draft is like, man, there was some good get a good speedster to go out there with Adams or something, or maybe get a good slot guy or.
Conspiracy theory.
What'd you say?
No, I'm
Donuts
not gonna
repeat.
say.
Yeah, would you say donuts?
The conspiracy theory for Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
come to the Bears.
Oh, yeah, no.
God, I
not.
hope he goes to the Bears just so I can mock you, motherfuckers.
I'd be so fucking angry. Like I don't think Aaron Rodgers is that hot right now. I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in him.
I don't
I'm
think
not.
I don't think he's fallen off the cliff, but he's not in his prime anymore.
No.
He's like
No.
he's in that fourth. I think he's dropped down to like the fourth tier, third tier quarterbacks. Like he's dropped down quite a bit. He's not in a. He's like borderline top 10.
Whiskey.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Guard.
So
Holy.
I'm staying away from him. Fuck that.
All right, are
And
we
he's
still
the
on
Pac-12.
your? Are you on your up and down list? Is that who we've been on or no?
Yeah, I got
Who's your next one?
my boy Kyler Murray.
I've been seeing so much hype about him, and I can't argue against it because he was starting to go in. He was starting to come together at the end of last year, and they gave him DeAndre Hopkins. I'm sorry, but DeAndre Hopkins is one of the best wide receivers in the league, and I know he's going to suck for fantasy this year, but the fact that he's there is going to be amazing for Kyler Murray.
I like that he's gonna have a full season with Kenyon Drake. Hopefully, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Kenyon Drake sometimes gets injured, so if he's got a full season with Kenyon Drake and DeAndre Hopkins, Kenyon Drake can ball. I think if he's healthy and he starts playing, I think he's an awesome pickup in fantasy. If you can pick him up in like 4th, 5th round and he's still there, you take his ass. I mean, I wouldn't. I want to stack up on running backs the first few rounds. Like, I'm not even picking a wide receiver until maybe the 5th.
Honestly, with the drafts I've been doing, that's what I've been looking at, was like just doing those mock drafts. Is I hate the people I'm taking, but if you don't take them early, you get so fucked over later in the draft. Because like everyone seems to have these running back by committees now, where I just don't want to pick up any of them because there's like, well, which one do I take? Like one of the things I was going to talk about in like my show notes later is like the Rams running backs. Like people keep pumping up that rookie Akers and stuff like that, and I'm looking and it's like, man, I don't think they're going to give him enough, especially with him being a rookie, that they're not going to have. They still have Malcolm Brown and Henderson and shit like that. It's just like where his draft capital is going up. It's like, fuck that. I'm not drafting him that high. That's like such a risky pick.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, wide receivers are going to be deep in all the drafts. So, I don't know. But back to my boy, Kyler Murray. I think he's going to...
monster season.
Yeah, he's going to be sick. I think he's going to be...
He's Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he's like a mini Lamar. Like, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. He's going to be running through people's legs and shit. Like, he's going to be all doing funny shit, man.
Well, the big difference, though, is, like, I'm looking forward to see the second year of them attempting this air raid offense that they've been talking about ever since, forget their coach came in, where it's supposed to just be 4 wide receivers just going full speed out and just, like, try to cover this all with a guy that you have to actually stay back and watch his feet. It's a
lot of sprinting. The receivers are going to be doing a lot of sprinting full speed.
Running back. Oh, dang.
There you go. I told you, Cody. Cordell Patterson.
He's already as the running back.
Yeah, you see that?
Well, that was the question earlier.
That was the question earlier. See? Madden knows what I'm talking about.
I mean, that is the big question, though, is like, what are they going to do? Because I don't see week 1 Montgomery being there. Maybe week 2.
Cohen's obviously not a.
He's not 3 down back.
No, he's not a 3 down back.
He's going to be out there a lot because he's one of their best playmakers. But everyone knows what he is. He's like Darren Sproles.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what the Bears are going to do at running back. They don't. Ryan Nall looks okay, but like I said, he was on the practice squad last year. Like, how much faith?
Honestly, that doesn't mean anything. So many people came off practice squads. Like, honestly, if you look at like Adam Thielen was an undrafted, rookie that stayed on practice squads for like a year before he was ever actually given a chance. It happens all the time.
No, Ryan Nall's been on the practice squad 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he's got some fight. Don't get me wrong. I'm not rooting against him. I just
Baby girl.
don't know if he's gonna be
Touchdown.
able to bust it out. That Burton, fuck Burton.
You don't
Is
like
that
Trey
Burton?
Burton? Wait.
No, that's
Burton left, didn't he?
That was 80. That was Trey Burton's number.
Where's Trey
Yeah, who's
Burton
80
right
now?
now? I thought Trey Burton went somewhere else.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. Why is he in the fucking Bears? Or who's 80 now?
I mean, they
who was
do
that?
reassign
replay.
numbers.
I'm gonna head out, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got you,
All
man.
right, buddy.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah,
Thanks
I'm
for
still out
stopping
here.
in. Yeah, I don't
All
see
right,
your
always.
picture. I actually did almost forget you were there for a minute. Sorry, man.
It's all good. I'll talk to you later.
All right, see
back
ya.
man. I never.
Later,
Baby
Bubba.
girl.
Colts. Trey Burton is a
Um,
Colt.
Oh, yeah, fuck the Colts too.
I
they
think the
got
Colts are going to be
Zach
sneakily
Moss.
good this year, actually.
You think so?
Yeah. Philip Rivers, I think, is way past his prime, but he's just good enough. The signal caller, they have a really good offensive line. They got targets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They
could.
actually got a good
I mean, I don't
running
know.
back core. And so Philip Rivers loves to dump off to his running backs, and they have people who can pass catch on those. I mean, he's got still Jack Doyle's and Burton apparently, and TJ.
They got that Taylor kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jonathan Taylor. But
Yeah,
they got
he's gonna
some
be
stuff
special.
there. I think their offense is good enough, and their defense was actually looking all right last year. I think they're going to be sneakily all right.
That's it.
I don't think it's going to matter
it
because
could
I
be.
think the AFC Championship is going to be Kansas City versus Baltimore for sure.
Yeah, I just have the hate relationship against the Colts over the Super Bowl. So
It's fine. It's fine.
I always hope they fail. So that's that. But anyways, yeah, I think you guys familiar with Zach Moss over in Buffalo?
I haven't been watching him that closely, but I am aware of him.
Well, they're talking about him taking split carries with Devin Singletary, which kind of pisses me off.
Because you've already
he's one of
drafted
my
him in your one
keepers.
league? Oh, in your keeper
Well,
league
he's
too, yeah.
he's my keeper. Yeah, he's my keeper for Taco Squad. So, I'm not happy. I was going into this season thinking that Devin Singletary is gonna have 20 touches a game or whatnot, and then along comes Zach Moss, who's he's splitting with the first team. He could do everything apparently. He can catch better than Devin, so it just saddens me. But I think Zach Moss, the guy who's splitting the carries with him, is going to end up having a better season.
Right.
I think he's a better player. So it's somebody I'm eyeing in drafts, I think, if I can sneak him in. 9, 10 maybe.
Do you know where he's dropping to right now, or?
Let's see.
I might get dropped, guys. I think my phone,
He's ranked 40.
What'd you say, Donuts?
right.
it's on my stream. Might drop in a minute because my computer might die. So.
Oh,
hold
okay.
on.
Well, if you're gone,
Okay.
then we will know what happened.
Yeah.
Thanks for
So
being on the
that-
show if that happens, man. It's always
Yeah.
good to have you. It's also good to
Just
check out the
stop
new.
playing.
Real quick before you drop out, give me a review of Madden. Is it good? Is it worth the money?
I mean, if you're a hardcore Madden player, yes. I
So
think
same
if you
shit
just,
as usual.
Yeah. I think there's definitely upgrades. It's worth it if you play it all the time. If not, whatever.
You're okay with 2019 still? Just jamming out with that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I can tell there's some pretty big upgrades.
Oh, okay. Because I know there's a lot of people in the camp out there that apparently you can upload rosters where you update their stats, and
Yeah.
so you just
Yeah.
don't buy the new one. You just update the old rosters.
Yeah, but you can't play online with those rosters, and it's like
Yeah,
the
that's
end of life rosters. There's a bunch of shit that it's upgraded for sure. It's the thing that is the most important for some reason that I would say is that the receivers' names and the fucking everything is easier to read. You never think that would be a problem, but now that I can tell that it's easier to read, I don't know, it's
I can tell that because honestly, if I see the fourth string wide receiver out there, all of a sudden, oh shit, I'm not passing that guy. He's got a 60 drop rating or something.
oh, it's Graham
yeah.
Graham has 80. Graham's wearing 80 now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right,
What do you guys
Jimmy
think of
Graham.
Jimmy Graham this year, real quick? Jimmy Graham.
I like
what a
him.
waste of fucking money.
Oh, really? I mean, yeah, he did get a lot of money for.
It's
What
Jimmy
he-
Graham. He was great when he was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, 6 seasons ago.
I think he's still gonna be a hot target. I think he's. I mean, he's not gonna pull off crazy numbers and shit. I mean, if I have 500-600 yards, maybe 4 or 5 touchdowns, that'd be cool. If I got that out of Jimmy Graham, I'll be happy. You know, I'm not expecting Jimmy Graham from years ago with the Saints and shit, like 1,000-yard season.
I hope you're
10+
not expecting a
touchdowns.
blocker because I've seen him try to block it and it's fun.
No. Cole Kmet. I'm more excited about Cole Kmet more than Jimmy
Yeah.
Graham, though. I think Cole Kmet will probably have a similar season for a rookie, which would be good. But I don't know. They both look like they're doing good. If we could get 1,000 yards out of our tight end position this year, I'll be happy.
Yeah, right.
Shit,
Pretty
man.
lucky.
I saw that thing the other day, the stat.
They
that-
have like 200 yards on the tight end last year, maybe.
But
Yeah, I
what
know.
was the stat that I know we posted on the show page? But the Bears are the only one who hasn't had a 4,000+ yard quarterback in the
Yeah.
history of their franchise.
Yeah, sad.
So if you're getting 1,000 just out of your tight ends, you might actually beat that, and then you still won't have it because you'll have 8 games with Trubisky and 8 with
Should
4
I-
with Foles, and then 4 with Alex Smith.
yeah,
I'm sorry, Donuts.
totally.
You were cutting out. What did you say?
It's 4th and 2, and it's tied at my own 30. I shouldn't punt, right? And there's 50 seconds left.
Oh, I
Gotta go
always
for
go
this,
for it, man. I know it's not the smart
Yeah.
way to go, but it's a video
Yeah.
game.
Well, I mean, I'm the Bears. I'm not gonna,
You are on the 30 going the other way. I don't know. They could kick a field goal if you don't make this.
That is true.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I know that's pretty much what's gonna happen. So,
I would audible.
8-7.
Uh
baby girl coming.
oh. Oh,
There we
another
go.
guy.
I'm telling
So,
you, I've been looking into this, and if I can make this work, I'm going to do a Madden Fantasy Football League where it just goes off the simulations, and we're just going to watch Madden live and talk over it.
That'd be cool.
But that's
That'd be cool.
that's only if COVID kills this year.
Yeah.
Or
right.
actually, like I never even thought about that. Adam brought up maybe the social justice stuff, but like, man,
Yeah,
things
I
have
think
to
it's
get
gonna be a both.
really bad for
Yeah,
that to
yeah.
take the whole
Oh,
season
man.
out.
Dude, man, you just saw a kid,
City.
17 years old, with a gun, walk into fucking another part of another city, and kill people.
Yeah.
You know, like
And then all the people that are fucking half the people that I can't say a lot of Trump supporters are praising this guy as a fucking hero,
Yeah, I
and
don't
that
get
shit
that.
is
yeah.
fucking wild. That part I can't fuck with.
I was never
Yeah.
taught this or anything like this, but haven't you all your whole life that just like you just assumed it was like if someone's murdering someone, you just assume that's probably the bad side of whatever it is. Like, just in a vacuum, someone murders someone, you probably don't want to be backing that side up, right? Like,
Probably not the best thing.
No, dude, it's fucked up, and you know what? It's getting worse, and it's getting worse fast. That happened after a guy was shot 7 times in the back.
Yeah,
in front of
because
his
And
they
that was
knew
fucked up.
that.
You know what I mean? Like,
try to fucking act
Yeah.
a fool in the town, and like I don't necessarily agree with fucking looting, but I understand. And then
Yeah.
when people say that, they're like, well, I was like, no, you should burn down buildings if people are dying.
Mhm.
But like fucking for 2 weeks straight, bro, I don't know about that.
it's
You know?
it's all scary, man. Like, I'm scared for cops. I'm scared for the protesters. I'm scared for everybody. Like, it's just like we got friends that are police officers.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And we all have friends that are protesters.
but I
And, like,
it's still no like at this point, bro. I can't give a double standard, bro. Like
no, you can't. No, I'm not trying to say that. Like, I'm all for the protesters.
You're a good person.
Hey, Vinny, just so you know this, because you don't have headphones on, you have the noise cancellation thing is, so when one
Yeah.
person is talking, you immediately cut out. So, like, I didn't hear
Oh.
what you said. Just so you know that.
Word.
No, I'm just trying to host.
No, I know.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, but let me just say this real quick because
Oh
I think
my
this is a
God.
very big point. I do like you said, I do have friends who are cops. I also have more friends
Yeah.
that are protesters. But the one thing I do not have are friends that are extremists. And I will tell you that right now.
Oh yeah.
And that is the
Oh,
thing
yeah.
that scares me more than anything, because like fucking I don't
Cheers
care
to
what
that.
anyone says. Like that kid out in Kenosha with the fucking
Cheers.
like AR-15 shit, like that was an extremist. That was a person who was radicalized to
Mhm.
an extreme that should never be like.
Yeah, it
the-
was
the
wrong.
one-
It was in no way is that morally okay at any like
Mhm.
On any capacity, yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
The
It's
thing
insane.
is, there might be extremes on both sides, but the one thing is, once you start killing people, you fucking lost your high horse. I mean, like at some point, it's just like, yeah, I've seen some of like in the looting and stuff like that, some beatings and stuff like that, and
Yeah,
like I mean,
yeah.
there were some
We've all seen it,
shootings,
yeah.
between some stuff, but like once you just bring an automatic, like I'm not, that's not automatic, but like an assault rifle to a fucking,
it's a
you know,
it's a semi-automatic.
but like you bring an assault rifle to a, you know, which usually people hit like with a longboard hitting you fight.
Yeah.
You just escalated that thing like a motherfucker. Like, you know,
Dude.
like shit, these guys
Yeah.
had a line that they weren't crossing already.
Yeah. I'm expecting a civil war to pop off from this after the election.
But here's
If
what I
Trump
don't
loses,
understand is how does that
if-
even work? Because there's like, are we organizing? It's like, okay, cool, we got this. Who are we fighting? It's going to continuously be the cops, because it's like the rest of us just like, well, I'm just going to do another set your lineup while you guys all shoot each other here. I'm not leaving the house. I got enough provisions to keep me through this. I'm not fighting you.
No.
You're stupid.
Dude, like, well, like, I'll be honest. There's families that are trying to raise kids in this shit, man. Like, it's, I don't know, man. It's everything's so different right now. Everything's so projected, and such a big way now with the way we can share shit on social media now, and it's becoming super. Everything's moving faster. Like, it's being projected faster and faster and faster with all these events happening, and they're getting closer and closer together. You know, the guy got shot 7 times in the back. A couple days later, this fucking kid brings a fucking gun. What's gonna happen next week? You know what I mean? Like, it's never ending, bro. It's sad. It's fucked up, and like
True.
what do we do? Like, I don't even know what to do. Like, as a parent, I want to go out there and protest. Yeah, of course. I'm all about social injustice. Any person in their right mind would want to be able to protest. I can't. It's COVID. I can't risk health things in the family. I have a child. You know, there's other things too. Like, I had surgery, so like there's things that keep
I mean,
me
you also
away
live in
from
a
that,
house
too.
with someone who's at risk too. I mean,
Yeah,
like, that's-
exactly. So, yeah, so like it's weird times, man. And then we're talking about fantasy football and
yeah, we should probably get back to
presidential
fantasy football.
election.
Remember how we
Yeah.
said at the beginning this was not a political show. Though
Yeah, so-
you know, I do have the
Don't
fuck.
talk about the
Oh, sorry, Donut. I was
truth, you're fucking part of the problem. If you don't talk about the part of the truth, that's a part of the problem. Which
no,
is what it is.
I agree with you, and that's when we said at the
Not
beginning where
circumvent the whole thing, but
no, but that's what we said at the beginning is like. It's impossible not to talk about it right now because it is
Yeah.
part of football news. Like 7 teams today did not practice in order to bring it to attention. It's impossible not to talk about it, but we do actually need to talk about things like Derrick Henry already did. We didn't talk much about Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Is there anything you wanted to actually say about him? I was looking at the show doc.
I like him. I like him. I think
I like his
he's gonna
opportunity
have-
more than anything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He's gonna get a bulk of all the carries. He can catch the ball. He's fucking fast. Like, he's gonna be a really good pick because when Damian Williams comes back, I think it will bite into Solaire's carries.
Unless
But,
he
I mean,
kills it.
Yeah, I think Clyde Edwards, once he has this gig and after you see him those first couple games, like, he's a kid that is new to Kansas City who already had an amazing offense, and then they throw this motherfucker who could run everywhere, fast as shit, can catch the ball. Like, I think he's gonna end up not losing the starting job after starting.
Well,
I think
let's
he's
put it
gonna be
this way.
awesome.
If
Perfect fit for them.
Kansas City is a favorite to make the Super Bowl again, if Kansas City wins a Super Bowl with him hitting over 100 all-purpose yards or something like that, are you really going to give it back to Damian Williams, who honestly did amazing
No.
with the team last year, but like he's had, a hit or miss career.
No.
You know, like, yeah, you
I think
go with the rookie
but I
guy that you don't have to pay.
Yeah, but
Oh.
no matter what. when
Oh,
Damian
Nagy's mad. I
Williams-
missed what happened. Why is Nagy all
Oh.
mad?
Overtime, bro. They won.
He missed a field goal.
Ah.
I missed a
What?
and then they got the overtime thing and marched on the field.
Fucking Trubisky.
Yeah, that's what I get for picking the Bears. I tried. It was a valiant effort.
You
There's a
should
lot
have
better
changed
than
him out with Foles.
By the way, I checked this today. Week 1 is Bears versus Lions. The over-under is Bears by 1.5.
I'm taking the Lions on that one.
I'm taking the Bears.
I'm saying
take
I'm taking the
I'll take
points,
the
bro.
over.
Yeah, taking the points.
I'll take the over.
I'll
take the
I'll
points.
tell you right now, the Lions are better than everyone thinks. I still also don't think they have a chance in hell for anything this year. But don't sell them short, because their offense is so much better than people are giving them credit for right now, man. Like, they have targets, and their offensive line, the biggest thing I was worried about, guess I didn't bring this up in the camp segment, was the right side of our line, because we rehauled our right side of the
Shalom.
line. And all the reports are saying that these guys look better run blocking than they did last year. Our left side was never that bad, and our centers, like, I think last time I looked, they was ranked 6th in Pro Football Focus centers as far as blocking. So, I mean, like, our center Ragnow, man, this is his 3rd season. I think that he's playing for a contract. Fucking, that guy's fucking solid.
It's every year.
Huh? What'd you say,
What's that?
Donuts?
Every year, what?
So usually they give you like, hey, who I played last,
Uh-huh.
what the stats, are, all this shit. For 3 years in a row, this fucking just the regular exhibition online head-to-head.
Mhm.
Never do they ever fucking show you that shit. It makes me so mad.
That's
I want to
stupid.
know if that guy was any good. He already has like 20 games under his belt this year or something like that. You know.
Yeah,
Huh.
I like this. I like looking at the stats. And
There-
wait, he's got 20 games.
It's garbage.
There is something I saw when I was looking in. I told you I was talking about trying to make a fantasy football league out of Madden. There's a site that lets you scrub all the data from the EA servers under your account. That I can send you a link to that. It seems pretty interesting, where you get like a bunch of.
It would be relatively not. It wouldn't be that hard because we could set it up to where we just draft the whole fucking league, right?
Mhm.
And then you draft all your like position players like first, and then everyone joins in and drafts the fucking rest of the team. You know?
Right. Well, the way I was looking at part of the reason I was like saying about that thing was, with those sites, you can download all your data already to a database. And so once you have it in a database, you can upload that Nerd Talk to like a MySQL database, and then, or maybe convert it to JSON or one of those coding languages. And then you just fucking
What the fuck is
access that
JSON?
stuff. It's a coding language. It's for JavaScript pulling of mass amount of data. And then you can organize it into a website. So I'm looking into that shit, because maybe in the off season we're going to play some fantasy football still. Hey, your battery
Alright.
lasted. Good
Oh
job.
yeah, my view switched.
Yep. All right. So
I don't know.
we're about
Just
2
search-
hours in. I had a couple people more I wanted to talk about. Do you still have more people you wanted to talk about on your list?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Devin Duvernay.
What?
Vinny said
Okay.
something. I couldn't hear him.
Me neither.
Duvernay from the Ravens too.
Oh,
The rookie.
yeah.
You say
I forget
Who's
his
the
name.
one that's catching that fucking team? So someone's got to catch the ball.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the Ravens are going to do the same thing they did last year. Is they're going to try to run with everything, even though it's passing or running or just throwing, quarterback running and throwing it to whoever's next to him at the time. Ravens got an
Yeah.
amazing offense, and I don't know why you would change that shit.
yeah.
I honestly, I actually really like the Ravens to go well in football. I don't see how it, other than Lamar Jackson's going to be probably 1 or 2 as far as quarterbacks. I don't know how it goes with the rest of those guys because I still think Ingram is going to get his. That rookie
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews is going to get his.
Yeah.
Hollywood
in the
Brown,
Titans.
fucking, I love that kid, but I just don't think that for fantasy he's going to be consistent enough to be like top guy. I just, man, like watching him last season. Huh?
They do got Willie Snead and Miles Boykin. Like,
Yeah.
they're not in horrible shape.
No,
like
they're good to
they're-
have on their team. I'm just saying, like, I
Yeah.
don't see it. Like, I actually see it more with the. I mean, if you watch how they played last year, they're just they love to do the, I'm running, just get in, haha.
Mhm.
As long as fucking Jackson's got the ball,
Yeah.
everyone's just going to play it deep, and then that's why fucking Hollywood Brown's going to be good. Is just that.
Yeah.
You just keep having him run the length of the field on every play. Eventually, you get a nice big play out of that. But
Yeah, it's all play action. It's all play action.
Dude, he runs clean routes. I don't think you guys know, but that guy's a fucking monster.
I know,
That's good.
dude. Honestly, I watched a
Yeah.
lot of. So Lamar Jackson's my quarterback in our keeper league, and I watched a lot of Ravens last year because of it. And I'm a huge Hollywood Brown fan, but I try to keep that down because I've been trying to get him.
Yeah, for a while.
Yep.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
You
also
look like
got
you want to
Keenan-
go to the bathroom. Am I holding you back?
No, I'm just standing. I had to shift, the back thing.
Oh yeah. For the
Had to
listeners
shift a
at
little bit.
home, John just had back surgery.
Yeah, it's about 4 weeks ago. It's okay. I'm good now. I could stand. I can walk.
Did you
Go
get your cannabis
downstairs,
card
but-
yet?
What?
He has to
Did
be.
you get your cannabis card yet? Your pain relief medicine?
Oh yeah. I got some good stuff, man. They hooked me up with that. Some muscle relaxers, all kinds of cool shit. Some shit for the nerves in your spine. That was fun. Gabapen or whatever. You took it with one of the muscle relaxers, and it gave the euphoric thing. Kind of is similar to, I guess, Quaaludes. If you were to take
nice.
Quaaludes. So that was pretty interesting, but I had to stop that medication because it was too weird.
So this might be why earlier on the show you zoned out for a second. Like I can't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the medicine fucks with me a little bit. So it's a cool though. I'm good. I'm good.
John, I hate to say this, but I didn't notice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's a good thing. That means
That's a
I'm
good
getting
thing.
better. Yeah.
All right, let me do
But,
one of mine. Here's a question. Here's a question I have an honest question about. Running back, Joe Mixon. He is going high as fuck, like first round. What do you think of Joe Mixon?
I don't know what to think of Joe Mixon because they have a whole new quarterback situation with the fucking redhead, right?
Yeah,
The new redhead.
The old redhead's now in the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, the new redhead. Is he blonde? I don't know. It looks kind of red too. Maybe it's the Andy Dalton orange jersey. I don't know.
Honestly, I
But-
don't really know Joe Burrow, right? That's the
Yeah,
quarterback?
Joe Burrow. Yeah.
I can't remember what he looks like. He might have red hair, and I didn't want to look like an
Yeah.
idiot live on
Yeah,
air.
yeah. That's what I think. I think he's blonde. I think it's like a dark blonde, but it looks red.
What color is his eyes?
I don't know. Brown. I think he's got freckles. He might. He kind of looks like he has a double chin. He might have a double chin, which is, I don't know.
If you're describing him to a sketch artist,
Okay. Well, that's what I'm giving you.
no,
But I don't think Mixon. I mean, it's up in the air. It depends on how the quarterback does and what he can do. Like,
Mhm.
they're going to load the box when they run because he's a rookie. So I mean, in the beginning, I wouldn't trust Nixon, but I draft him to see what develops. Like,
here's my
but
thing
out
is,
of the get go,
yeah,
I don't know.
I wanted to draft Mixon because I actually believe in his talent, but he's gone so high now where it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Number
Well,
one, the
he does-
Bengals aren't that good.
Fucking running backs that are, going to get the ball. You know that he's going to get the ball.
Right. You know that, except for, okay, so here's one of the things that I'm not sure you guys know this. He's actually fighting for a contract and he might hold out.
yeah.
And
yeah,
there was
They
rumors.
say he's ditching camp because he's holding out. But
Yeah,
it's
he
not-
said last night he had migraines and skipped camp, but there's a lot of
Yeah.
rumors that's him actually trying to strong arm a contract.
yeah. So
And once again, I hate picking people on bad teams, but let's face it, the Bengals got the first overall pick for a reason. They
mhm.
might be slightly better this year, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like, if I could take him top of round 2, I would totally take Mixon in a second. But like, he's going up like 7th, 8th,
Round 2?
9. Round 2. If he was there, I'd take him for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's going like 7th, 8th, 9th overall right now, and it's just like, what the fuck are you guys doing, man? Like, I don't
I
trust
think it's
this
too
at all.
high. I wouldn't think about picking him maybe to 3rd or 4th.
Mhm.
I think there's. I wouldn't take a swing on him right now. I think there'll be better options on the board
Mhm.
for you. I don't know, but I wouldn't take a chance on him that early just because of the quarterback situation. What's new? Like I don't know. Too many questions up in the air. I just don't like it. Don't want to. I want something sure in the draft. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to guess or feel like, okay, this guy's gonna suck this year because the quarterback's getting sacked all the time, and all of a sudden, their total amount of plays goes from 64 to 30 games offensively totally. Like they're gonna be playing from behind all the time. Like I don't know. Maybe a lot of checkdowns. I don't know, but
I also worry about that. You know, I was talking about the McCaffrey and Saquon being on shitty teams going against their fantasy value. But like, I also worry about that shit where it's just like, are they going to get down so low that suddenly, obviously, like McCaffrey or Saquon, they're going to get theirs even if they're down because like they're part of the passing game as well. But it's like, like with Mixon, are they going to be that low or it's just like, God damn it, we just have to throw in every pass downfield because we're just that shitty of a team,
yeah, I think they're gonna run into a lot of turnovers. I don't think they're gonna have a great offensive season at all. I think it's just gonna be a learning process because it's gonna be built around
rookie
the quarterback again.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's getting rebuilt again. Like
By the way,
you're gonna see a lot of faces change over there soon. Like within this year, next year, like it'll probably be a brand new team next year again.
For the record,
I'm not expecting a whole lot.
you look like I want to actually just crop the video from this and put some like old crooner shit because you look like you're like some old like Frank Sinatra shit with that mic you're holding up there like, yeah, let me just talk about Yeah, I guess I gotta
snap.
I gotta work on that.
Yeah, I wish I could sing because I would, but I'm a horrible. You don't want that. But yeah, I don't know. There's I got Keenan Allen. I'm interested about him.
I'm actually interested in him as well. The biggest negative I have on him is the quarterback situation. And that's all about it.
Yeah.
He's the man.
He's
Yeah, I
really
like Keenan
good, but
Allen.
like my biggest problem is, okay, so I know God, he used to be with Buffalo. No, the quarterback.
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor has supported good fantasy wide receivers in the past, but midway through the season, they just took a first-round quarterback, and I'm blanking on them.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
And he's the man. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, but
I
yeah,
don't care
but
about
like,
Keenan Allen, bro.
but I'm not.
Herbert's-
But I'm just
like
saying with
Herbert?
Keenan.
Dude, the guy's a fucking.
But with the transition of that, there's going to be some games where you just don't know, like who he's going to target, like what leash he'll be on. Like he might actually take that, first game, and the coaches are just like, we want you handing it off and checking down.
Yeah, it's another case where he's not going to be running out of the slot, so he's going to be, either end, X or Y.
I think he's good enough. He's going to get his targets, but I just don't know if. I guess here I'm going to quick. You guys talk about it. I'm going to look up where he's going right now.
I don't think he's going to get. I mean, he'll get a lot of targets, but I just don't think it's going to be very deep. He's not going to have that deep game anymore with Taylor. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe he breaks a couple, double teams, which I think he's going to get a lot of. I just don't think he's gonna produce anywhere near what he did last year. I think he had 1,100 yards last year, just over. But I just don't see him breaking any kind of mold or any kind of like star power with Tyrod Taylor throwing the ball. If Justin Herbert comes in there and slings that motherfucker down, he's got that deep ball.
Oh,
Like
he's got a giant arm, dude.
yeah, he's got a super deep ball. If he's playing, then I'm thinking way differently about Keenan Allen. I'm like, okay, this guy's gonna get some deep shots. He could have a lot of multiple big, 150-yard plus games, multiple touchdown games. Like I could see all that happening if Herbert's playing.
All right, for
But Herbert's also gonna.
just for you guys' reference, Keenan Allen right now is going tier 6, 56 overall, wide receiver 25 off of Fantasy Pros consensus.
I think he's.
Huh? You think he's better than that?
I think he's.
Yeah, he's going right behind like Devontae Parker and DJ Chark, which actually I like DJ Chark a little bit better. Devontae Parker not as well. Before T.Y. Hilton, which I agree with for sure. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I'm looking at the people like further up. I think he's better than Cortland Sutton. I think that, I don't know.
Oh yeah, although I do think Cortland Sutton might have a breakout game or season if we have a full season.
I feel
But
like he had
think
a breakout season last year. They just drafted 2 more wide receivers, and I think Noah Fant comes into it, man. Like Cortland Sutton, I don't know where he can go from here. I don't know.
Well,
That's me.
I think he's going to get a lot more one-on-ones, and I think that's going to be great for him. He's a giant. He's a big receiver. Like he's going to get opportunities to jump up and get it with one guy with him. Like I think he could win a lot of those.
So we just actually just made it sound like Denver actually is pretty. What do you guys think of Drew Lock? Like,
We don't know enough about him.
I don't know.
Not
Like,
in
he
the
took
NFL.
over halfway through last year, and we've seen
Yeah.
some stuff, and he honestly
He's looked good.
he was doing all right last year. Like I know earlier when we had Adam on, and you kind of cornered him into is like who are you going to take number 1 all? And he said, Lamar Jackson,
Lamar.
which is a great
Yeah.
conceptual like who's the best player available thing,
Yeah.
but it's not good for fantasy strategy because everyone knows you don't take a quarterback right away, because you can also take around like 12 quarterback who might be good and then get someone like Drew Lock who's not even getting really drafted that much and just be like he might snap, and then like you got last year's Lamar Jackson, like Lamar Jackson wasn't getting taken high.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got him in the 12th round.
Yeah. So I don't
But
know.
I knew he was the man.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I did too,
You know?
honestly.
I followed him in fucking at Louisville, bro. He was a freak.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a freak. I mean, if you watch, like last year, he learned how to throw, and like a lot of people still don't give him credit for that, but I will. He actually made some amazing downfield throws. Might not be as accurate as some other
Week 1,
people,
bro.
huh?
Watch that week 1 playback, bro. I know it was against the Dolphins, but still, he made some nasty throws, dude.
Well, I'm just saying that was year 2, a third year, getting to know some people. I see it, but like the thing is, like you were trying to say earlier, Vinny, you don't take a quarterback that early because you'll get fucked over later in the draft when all of a sudden you're looking at your team and you're like, well, I guess I
Yeah.
could have just ended up with like Stafford in the 10th, and then all my 9 other players on my team are fucking amazing, and this guy's only getting like 5-10 less points a
Yeah.
week,
Already-
but I make more than make up for everyone else on my team.
Yeah, I drafted on ESPN 3 different leagues already,
Mm-hmm.
and in all 3 drafts, Lamar Jackson went in the first round, and so did
Mahomes.
So did Mahomes. So
I just like what?
yeah,
The thing is, they
3
do
drafts
put
that
up
was-
points, and I know that's what people look at, but it's like this positional scarcity is what I was saying about the top 3 running backs. If I'm picking, picking the top 3
you play
overall,
2 to 3 running backs a week.
mhm.
You play 2 to 3 running backs a week, and you play what? 5 to you play 3 to 3 or 4. I mean, it really depends, but like, one's gonna the average of like points compared to like for garbage running backs to like great running backs is a lot less than from like middle of the pack, what you're gonna get. No one has 3 quarterbacks on their fucking roster.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
when you just need a flyer for the week, you're 15, you know, your guy or whatever. So I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, doesn't make
I
sense to
get
me
it.
either.
Yeah. It's dumb. It's just stupid. Don't do it.
I also do
Anyways,
think that's the thing, though, is we've been playing long enough now that it's like we've learned our lesson. Because I think the first year I played, it was like first round was all quarterbacks, and it's just like, wow, what were you
I
guys
used
all
to play
thinking?
every touchdown was 6 points, even quarterbacks touchdowns. So then it made quarterbacks more valuable, and I kind of appreciate that because it's your quarterback. You only get one, so you should have. If you have the best one, then you're in the best shape.
I guess I didn't look at what the quarterback like touchdowns are in the league I just started for this show, so I should look at that. I just did it's like there was a button you can do Yahoo's default or ESPN's default, and so I just picked ESPN's because it's like fuck it, and changed it to
I'll
0.5.
I'll check it right now for you, Cody.
Yeah.
Relax over there.
But yeah, like because I'm not sure if I said this enough, but full point PPR is bullshit. 0.5. Seriously, giving a full point for someone to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage is bullshit. You know, I've lost enough games in other leagues to be like, why the fuck did I just lose because Saquon Barkley had 10 yards and 7 receptions?
Yeah,
Like-
that's crazy. So your trade deadline is week 10. Playoffs start week 14. We have 6 playoff teams.
I can read. We can talk about this off here. Honestly, I guess realize I don't know who's watching. We have 2 people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, might be more interesting to talk about Todd Gurley. What do you guys think of Todd Gurley this season?
They say 15 to 25 carries per his team, like on his news and stuff, all his updates. They say they're gonna run him a lot. I don't know. I think he's still dealing with arthritis in his knees and whatnot. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't pick him early.
Yeah, I think that's
He's a good flyer for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Towards the end of the draft.
well, it's not the end of the draft.
He could win.
Yeah.
Kind of guy that can win your whole season if he's if he's back to form. But he had a lot of carries fucking years, bro. A lot of carries. They relied on him so much.
The main reason
Yeah,
I brought
it's
him
gonna
up
be
though
You know
is
that.
right now he is ranked on on Fantasy Pros 28th overall. That's like I don't know, they're tier 4 running back 16. And so like the reason I bring that up is like when I
Yeah.
see him there, it's like, huh?
No.
No, that's too high for
Absolutely
you
not.
still.
Yeah, he's right behind. He's right behind Chris Carson, Austin Eckler,
I
and
would
Drake.
Drake all the way.
It's just like
Well,
when I
they're-
look at
they're
the other
third
people
tier,
around
they're
there, it's
above
just
him.
like he's right right in front of like Mark Andrews or something. I mean, like like man, you can win on some tight
Yeah.
ends. I know Andrews has some good plays last year, but like shit, man, like I don't know. Like there is still a part where if you look at the running backs behind him, there's not really another option, and if he fucking snaps, he could be a 20 carry guy again. I know he's got arthritic
Yeah.
knees, but if you watch last year, the Rams' offensive line was shit.
Yeah, it was dog
Yeah.
shit.
I don't know. I think now that he's
Cooper
with
Kupp
Atlanta, they let
wasn't that
fucking Freeman walk.
Yeah, they'll probably sign him again. Who knows? Once Gurley gets off,
Yeah.
injury or something, Freeman's still in the market. He's coming back to Atlanta.
What, you think Freeman's coming back to
Positive.
Atlanta? I bet
Yeah,
you.
probably.
I bet you he doesn't.
Nah.
For
I
the
think
bare
they would
minimum,
not have
yeah.
cut. They
He
straight
doesn't
up.
get anything.
They straight up cut Freeman. Like they didn't even offer him anything. He
He
just
wouldn't
cut
come
him.
back because he could play and get more money than they'll sign him for. So there's
Yeah.
no way he'll come.
Yeah, but he's not signing with anybody yet. So
Yeah, he got offered $4 million by Seattle. I looked this up earlier today, and he said
Yeah,
no.
he
And
turned it
now,
down, right?
now there's just radio silence until
Yeah.
someone major gets injured, which will happen.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
just inevitable.
yeah,
All right, so 5 after Gurley on there is Odell Beckham, wide receiver 12. What do you guys think about him now? Used to be a number one, like a round one
People-
person.
Oh, yeah. So Cleveland's getting a lot of hype, obviously.
They had
But-
more hype last year.
Yeah, now no one's talking about him.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, they got a decent squad, man. Like they're pretty goodly stacked, bro. They got
I hope so. I-
Jeffrey Landry, Austin Hooper, and Joku. I don't know. They got Kareem Hunt there too with Chubb. Like I think they're gonna have a really fast passing attack. Just
But-
because they have Kareem Hunt now,
They had Kareem Hunt last year.
so it just opens up the
Half
passing.
of it.
Yeah, I know, but he didn't get a full. He didn't know the playbook. And they had a fucking horrible fucking coaching system there.
If he didn't have the
I think he's
playbook while
gonna,
he was suspended, I don't know what the fuck they're doing as coaches.
Yeah, but still, just not like
Yeah.
running the play.
Yeah, running the
having
play.
any
Yeah, it takes a while to get into the motions of things. I think.
8 weeks off away from your team, and then they just throw you in. Like, here you go. Here's
Yeah.
like 4 days of practice. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think having him under a whole new system too, on top of that,
hmm
so everyone's technically on the same page. I think they might be kind of exciting. I mean, they kind of look like they could be. I'm on the fence about Baker. I don't know. He's fun to watch sometimes, but I'm
Mhm.
kind of annoyed by him. I don't know what it is. I just don't
You
like
don't
him.
trust it?
Kind of like the douchebag face thing, like Jay Cutler douchebag face, something like
Baker-
that. Yeah. So
I see it.
I
but
like Baker Mayfield, but I just like, I don't know. They're just cursed, man. Cleveland's cursed. Football shit, dude. They're just like, even when they have like a team that's put together, they always find a way to fuck it up. So.
very
But-
true.
yeah,
So,
no,
but Odell's not. I wouldn't draft Odell.
the thing that is like some people say curse. I also think that they just suck as an organization, and
Yeah,
it says a
like
lot
the Bears.
because from the Lions fan, and yeah, we suck as an organization. We make bad decisions.
An embarrassment. We don't need to talk about drafting the worst quarterback possible when they're the two maybe most electrifying players in the NFL in the last 10 years. Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Wait,
What are you talking
I guess who are you referring to?
Passing on Mahomes and fucking.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry,
Oh,
I thought you were talking about
Sorry,
the
yeah,
Lions or
Trubisky.
the Browns. I'm
yeah, yeah. I wasn't sure either. I was like, wait a minute. But yeah. I totally feel you. We could have had Mahomes. Oh my god.
I feel like they would have taken fucking Watson over Mahomes, but
And still would have been better. A
still
lot
would have
better.
been great.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that I would be fine with him on my team as well. I think that the Texans have made a lot of dumb decisions, partially because they don't have a GM, and
No, they don't. They got their coach is their GM, right?
yeah, and I'll tell you right now, I don't think that's a smart move.
What's
No.
his name?
Nope.
What's his name? Brian something. Whatever. The coach for the
Yeah,
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien. Yeah,
Bill
you go.
O'Brien. There you go.
He's gonna lose his job this year for sure.
Probably.
Oh,
Especially,
fuck
dude,
yeah.
that Hopkins trade was bullshit. Like, I'm fine with trying to trade Hopkins for something, the better team, but like when you look at that trade, it was just like, what are you fucking doing? Did you talk to anyone else? Someone would have paid more than that. Like,
Yeah.
you were just trying to move fast, and like, what did they get, Duke Johnson or something like that out of that? Where it's just
Yeah, they do, but
Nothing
you know what?
against-
They still
nothing against Duke-
actually.
nothing against Duke
David
Johnson,
Johnson.
but huh?
David Johnson.
Yeah. Duke and David Johnson. Yeah. They
Oh,
got
I mean, sorry, David
from-
Johnson, not Duke Johnson. David Johnson.
Yeah, they got David from.
They got
Arizona.
David Johnson, but like, and then it's like, what are you guys like?
The
Come on,
fuck
like
was-
you
They-
got one of
they
the best wide
do-
receivers in the
Yeah.
game right now.
They do still have a decent wide receiver core. They got Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks, Randall Cobb, and Kenny Stills.
All right,
So it's not like they're left with unexperience there, but like
none of those guys are anywhere close to Hopkins.
true, but they're not like they're deep at the position technically still. Like they're not screwed
Oh.
entirely.
Sorry, guys, I'm gonna have to get back to political because I just got an update on my phone just now from Bleacher Report.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Bears distanced themselves after Brian. Oops, sorry, my screensaver.
Oh
went out.
yeah, Brian Urlacher.
Bears
that
distanced himself
motherfucker.
after Brian Urlacher posts racially insensitive response to the police shooting of Jacob Blake.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. Yeah, he said something along the lines that he had the right to defend himself.
Oh
A-
fuck.
And
So Urlacher and Ditka.
yeah, hold on.
Can
And
you
he
tell me that the Bears are
hold
the
on.
racist organization?
on.
They didn't
And-
fucking. Oh,
Hold
dude.
on.
Oh,
And he
None.
didn't just he just didn't say that, but he also said that fuck, god damn it,
You just shut him down. You should have this ready.
damn it, it was there.
He's just
Oh
commenting.
no, yeah, he
Fucking big ass pussy. Fuck him.
yeah he
Fuck.
compared the kid that shot the people to Brett Favre. Yeah,
What? In
yeah,
which way?
I don't know, but that's
Like
what
I
he said.
literally.
I don't
can't
know.
fuck-
Like, what kind of
Yeah.
comparison is that? Like,
Well,
I didn't understand it.
Urlacher ain't getting no money from nobody ever again. Dude. He's gonna fucking
Yeah.
love his hair and jerk himself off
Yeah,
because
he's gonna go bald again a second time.
fuck him. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
I'm
fuck
still trying to
him.
figure, like, in which way is he like Brett Favre?
Well, I guess Brett Favre said some shit. I don't know exactly what, but I guess he said some stuff that was kind of on the side of the police or whatever, you know, but it seemed a little far-fetched. Like I said, I don't know, but that's what the article said.
Well, that's
that
stuff we're
he-
going to have to look up later, because that's weird.
Yeah. We'll update next episode for sure on the yeah, that motherfucker, man, what an asshole.
Wow. That's on some other level shit, dude. Honestly.
Let me see if I can find it. I'll find it right here. It's on my Facebook somewhere. I shared it earlier, and I was super surprised to see it. I was like, fucking Urlacher's talking about defending this fucking kid? Like, what? I didn't understand it at first, and I read it. I was like, what the fuck? He's just,
What a fucking goon.
yeah. Yeah, a goon, yeah. Fucking big
What a
fucking
fucking goon.
You know, at the
fake-ass
same time,
hair-wearing
like,
motherfucker.
all right, I'm sorry as a Lions fan. I mean, he was just this big, white trash looking white guy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much about his personal life, but I guess we're finding out now the way people really think. Where it's like, okay,
Yeah,
It's
dude,
one
that's the
thing to
thing.
be
That's the best thing I can say about
yeah, but it's one thing to be
this whole
sympathetic.
thing.
It's one thing to be sympathetic of a police department where you're just like they're fucking up, but honestly it's just an organization and maybe we just need to do some structural changes or something like that, to go to, hey, a guy just straight up murdered some people in the streets. I don't know, like
Yeah. Yeah. And his mom
It's
dropped
weird.
him off. You
across
know?
state lines.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks for dropping me off at cop practice.
I'm just gonna murder someone on with my free time. Cool.
Oh, by the way, can I borrow your AR-15? This is his parents. The fucking weapon was registered under his parents.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
my
going
God.
to jail too.
Yeah.
They're locking down that little fucking town of Antioch because people are going there trying to fucking burn it down.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I don't blame
It's
them.
It's gonna cause a fucking civil war. I'm telling you. And next week we're gonna have all kinds of fucked up stories to fucking talk about. It's gonna be fucking fucked up.
I'll be in the fucking thick of it. I probably won't be on this, honestly. I'll be probably out there. Me and Nick will be fucking out there, fucking going to.
I mean, as long as you have a cell phone reception, you can always call in.
Yeah.
We're
The-
here. We got we're throwing bombs through buildings. Mike Dicka's here. He said
Mike Ditka and Urlacher holding hands.
All right.
Urlacher is here saying, I got my gun too, okay? So I'm waiting. Fuck 'em.
So next week we're going to be like, all right. So just wet a t-shirt and kind of just cover it over your face real quick to just help you with the tear gas, and then just tell me what you think about Hunter Henry. He's going somewhere around 100 and something.
Hunter Henry? Like, you serious?
Oh no, I was actually
Oh.
that was the next thing I
Oh,
was going to bring
joking.
up is late
Okay.
round tight ends, because everyone Dude, honestly, I do understand going for Kittle or freaking Kelsey early because it is such an
Yeah,
advantage.
those two
Yeah.
But right
because
now,
that thing that you don't have to even think about.
yeah, but like average draft position right now on Fantasy Football Calculator, 116th pick overall in the draft is Noah Fant.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I just got a Khalil Mack card. Dang.
You know, after that, you got Tyler Higbee, which I wouldn't probably do that.
Yeah.
Hayden Hurst, that actually might turn out to something.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I like him a lot. He's somebody I'm sleeping on
Hurst
right
is
now.
bad, though.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be fucking sick.
And like they just paid Austin Hooper at Cleveland, but like
Yeah.
it's the system that
Yeah.
fucking makes
Yeah.
a lot of that
Now,
team.
now you jump
Yeah.
down the draft at least 40 more. Like if you're just like, I don't feel like going for that in this round. 158 overall is OJ Howard, which we talked earlier. It's just like if you don't believe in Gronkowski, you're pretty much paying for him around like where Golden Tate and Jamison Crowder are going, like, you know, just like far out. Same time as Blake Jarwin, which a lot of people have as a sleeper who could finish as a number one tight end very easy because he was actually snapping at the end of last season.
Yeah,
You got Mike Gesicki from Miami, who was actually looking like a number one target towards the end of the season. Dallas Goedert, who a lot of people say are taking a lot of Ertz's spots. You got Ebron for Pittsburgh, who's, you know, he drops balls all the fucking time, but like, you know, he is going to be an end zone thing. You got TJ Hawkinson, who honestly, he got injured last year, but if he comes back, he was a top 10 first round pick, you know. You have Jack Doyle still back there. I mean, like, there's and my favorite back here at 177. I'm just going to warn you guys right now because you are playing against me in a league. At 177 right now, this is average draft position, is Chris Herndon, who had some off-field issues that he's been suspended for a couple of years, but has already proven that he's been really good in the NFL. And I guess the only reason I bring this up is what the fuck is wrong with people?
Yeah. I don't know. You didn't mention Will Disley.
Well, has he ever played more than like 3 games in a row where he like, hey, Will Disley's back in, and then he gets injured. All right, bye.
No, but he's ranked 30 among the tight ends, and
I like Disley, but like you could pick him off of waivers. I mean, no one's fighting for Disley.
Yeah. I don't know. Tight ends like up in the air. You got 2 good tight ends. Everyone else is kind of up in the air.
That's the way I feel about it. Like you got some people like Evan Ingram who might come back, or I mean, you know, and do some shit. But like, if you don't have those 2, it's like, why the fuck are people wasting these early round picks on a tight end just to say that they got a tight end? It's just like, wait for one of those guys. Dude, there's plenty of them that might hit. Just pick up 2 of them, drop one of them when they don't hit, grab something off a waiver. You know, like I don't know. That's just me. And
sometimes you got to double up on a tight end later in the draft.
Yeah.
And decide which one you're going to drop later, just so you have 2 decent options. Like, you know, and it doesn't have to be super late in the draft. Like, you know, 7th and 8th round, start looking maybe, and then by the 12th, make sure you already pick your first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you want 2. You
So-
want to pick 2.
So that's the last of the people I wanted to talk about. Do you have still anyone on your list, or?
Well, you just talked about Hayden Hurst, and I really like him. That's who I wanted to talk about.
Well, do you want to say something about it? I kind of talked over on that. Is there a reason
no
like you
problem.
hate like Hayden Hurst so much?
No, yeah, there is. Hooper had 97 targets last year
Mm-hmm.
total for the season.
Yeah.
He's no longer there, and you know Hurst is going to be first man up.
Yeah.
You know, like he's going to have all those shots to him, and you know, Julio Jones and Todd Gurley. I love Julio. He's awesome. I think his body is old. I don't think he's old. I think his body's old, and I think he's going to get hurt again.
What do you think about
Calvin
Calvin Ridley?
Or something. Calvin Ridley's good, but he's not Julio Jones. If Julio Jones goes out, Calvin Ridley is going to get double teamed all the time, and then you got to depend on Todd Gurley. So Hayden Hurst can benefit from either of those 2 getting injured. So there's upside there based on injury alone.
Mhm.
If those two guys had to go out for the season, Hayden Hurst automatically jumps up in value by double, I think. And I think there's a good chance one of those two are going to get hurt multiple times during the
Well,
season.
Julio actually gets hurt every season. He just plays through
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but there's sometimes he misses games.
He does miss games here. And
And
there. I'm just
and-
saying,
and
like,
Todd
as
Gurley-
someone who has Julio Jones in our keeper league for the whole history of the keeper league, except for I didn't draft him, I traded for him. Vinny, I know you don't know this, but come on, one of the best trades ever. Do you remember Justin Blackman?
Yeah.
I traded Justin Blackman for an injured Julio Jones in a keeper league like 7 years ago when Julio Jones was just starting out. I won that trade.
I think that was with me, wasn't that? With
No,
me?
that was Stefan. I won.
Stefan.
I got someone else off of you. I think that around that same time. But no, that was Stefan because Stefan still brings it up every time I talk to him.
I think I traded him to Stefan.
You might have.
I don't remember. I remember.
But yeah,
I remember
Julio
having
Jones
a-
was out for the rest of the year, and I traded Justin Blackman because Justin Blackman wasn't injured and he looked like he might do good. And it's like, whatever, man. If you just want to compete for this season, here's Justin Blackman, and then
He was super hyped. Like I remember him getting battled with over the draft.
I kind of wonder what happened to Justin Blackman because he got out of the league for weed, and then
me
it's like,
Google him.
is that really even?
I'm gonna Google him right now.
Hey, does anyone even care anymore? Does anyone care about weed in the NFL?
Yeah.
Cops do. Well,
They
so
all
what's-
smoke. That's for fucking goddamn sure. And I know that's going to be a part of the collective bargaining agreement when they do it.
Mhm.
They got the fucking,
There is
that-
something weird where, like, what is it? A fifth of the country is now legal in, and somehow Drummer is no longer on our feed.
oh,
That happened to me early in the show, and I panicked. I'll admit, I was like deer in the headlights. I should have just had all the drops just like sitting here where I could do like, hey guys, this is brought to you by Estrella Negra. Estrella Negra, I forgot that I like to just promote them randomly during the show. Sometimes Drummer's Zoom doesn't count because he has shitty internet, but Estrella Negra will never let you down. They'll never let you down like Drummer just did.
I really enjoy this beer. If you haven't had it, by Mars, if you find it,
What is that?
it's called Electric Euphoria, and it looks like gummy worms, and it's a blood orange and key lime goza. Fucking dank.
All right, I just got to show you this real quick because this is fucking hilarious. I mean, actually, it's sad. I don't know if I can get this in.
Can't read. I can't.
God
You just
damn
have to
it.
say.
I just spilled my drink all over my laptop. Is what? The,
Oh my god! I can't laugh, but I'd have to. Okay, text them, say turn it over. Yeah, that's the right drop. Tell them to turn it over. And what are you supposed to do? Just like-
put in rice.
No, it's not rice. There's like, I don't know. Oh my god. Well, that's a good reason why the internet drops, huh? Fuck me.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's a little rough goes of it, huh?
Yeah. Well, him losing his laptop is brought to you by Estrella Negra. Estrella Negra probably not getting much of John's business for a while until he replaces that laptop.
Well, doesn't he have another computer?
Well, the thing is, so I'm not sure if you know this. I didn't want to call him out halfway through the show, even though we're 2.5 hours in. The whole time he was something maintenance. I'm not 100% convinced that that's not his work. His work.
Oh,
laptop.
that's definitely his work computer. That's even more fucked up.
Yeah.
That one. Well, the thing is that at least like it's not his. He can just be like, I don't know, it's a work computer. What the fuck?
Well, Vinny, I already went through all my notes, and he had a couple more left. Do you got anything that you want to talk about the fantasy
Okay, yeah, let me
season?
look at, here. Yeah, here. I'll jump in here. 1 second. How long does this fucking show go for?
Honestly, we always say we're going to try to cut it at 2, and it never happens.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Players that I like, that I'm targeting in my other leagues. Let's see.
Do you got like a spreadsheet or what are you looking at?
No, I just went to Fantasy Pros just to look at it.
Fantasy Pros is a good, like, honestly, I'm a tip for anyone who's still watching. Apparently one person is. I don't know who that is. A good tip is actually look around and see where people are going and see how much you disagree. And Fantasy Pros is that great combination of all those, but never go by it completely.
No.
It's just good to know.
I've done that before. And bad.
Yeah. It's just good to know where people are going.
Like in the first round, I'd probably take Michael Thomas higher than a lot of people.
That's what I actually said earlier. After that top three, it's just like Michael Thomas is guaranteed points, and it's just hard to pass him up.
Like I had like the deepest team in our league, and I just kept trying to make trades. This guy had like Michael Thomas and no one else on his team, and I was like, dude, just trade me Michael Thomas. Like my whole bench, which all can start on your team, and like you'll be good and make the playoffs. And like the other player refused to do it. And I was like, well, you obviously have never played fantasy football. So it's like not a big deal. Like I'm not mad.
I actually traded Le'Veon Bell right before the holdout in a trade for Michael Thomas, which was like either his rookie or second year. I can't remember.
So
but it was like right before the holdout. It was like, yeah.
Like Mike Evans, I would take before I would take Chris Godwin, honestly. That's
a tough one for me because, again, with no preseason, Mike Evans is still good, but I have absolutely no idea who Brady's going to have chemistry with. Yeah, Godwin's great.
But Evans can just go up and get that bitch, so that's what I like about him. And he does, and he can still do it.
Yeah. I like that's what I'm saying, though, is I just don't know. Like,
I think Chris Carson is way better than a 15, and same thing with Eckler. I would do Eckler and Carson before I would take Mixon, before I would take this guy from KC, Miles Sanders. I would take him before Kenyon Drake for sure. All of those guys.
Can I hop in real quick? Okay, so if I can go in order, I'm remembering this so much. Definitely before Mixon, because fuck that guy. I think that shitty team.
Yeah.
Allaire, I understand why he went up that high. He's rookie. He's not. He's untested, but he's also pretty much has the job at this point. Like, there's no competition, and he's on one of the best offenses. And like, it's the opportunity. I understand exactly why he's going there. Who else was there?
Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders has to drop. Like, if you look at all the stuff that's happening with the Eagles' injuries right now, fucking drop that guy. Like, too many injuries.
I'd never pick anyone for Philly. I hate Philly.
Yeah.
Like I won't.
All right. I don't know if Drummer's coming back or not, but it is about an hour and a half, and I really got to pee. I might just call this a show. Unless you got anything else you want to say before this?
I mean, no.
No, indeed. Hey, guys, thanks for watching Set Your Lineup. Set Your Lineup. We got 2 people watching. I bet you one of them is Drummer seeing what we're talking about. And what we are talking about is, hey, Drummer, still a little bitch.
Vocab intact, mind sublime. I react contact.